Hello. I'll need to get set. Pacific versus Fireflux. Interesting times, interesting time. Batu's back. Batu's back. Back again. Pacific Big Summit, as I said, that's a risk. That's a risk against these tier 2 teams, man. You don't know what they could have been cooking. They could be cooking a lot. That's a risk. Finish the YouTube if it will load. Fucking hell, YouTube's fucking UI is terrible on the dashboard thing. Right. Okay. Summit Split Ascent. Now, I am playing football, so I'll watch 3 maps. I did see the EDG lost stack. EDG are already at champs, right? Yeah, this is Batu's team. Are EDG already at champs guaranteed? Or do they need like a point? They're already there? Okay. Then that's fine. What else was I going to do? Oh, yeah. I need to charge. My positive streamer is back. Yes. I mean, maybe we should do that more often. For like the really terrible games, which this might be one up for, by the way. We just go full positive. No negative allowed. For the worst games only. You watch this or play Last of Us Part 2? You gotta watch Batu play, surely. Just put me on in the background. Cupid Harbor. Kachao Neon. So Kachao is kind of the player everyone's excited for. Where have I seen Reezy play before? Who did Reezy play for? He played for BBL. Did he play? Because I definitely recognize his name. And yeah, Kachao. Putting up that 0.5 KPR. 1.3 KD. Kachao's the next guy. Batu not on Yoru? Yeah, are we not going to get the Batu Yoru or the Batu deadlocks?
I don't think
Deadlocks?
anybody wants to
World record holder. They are already joint. They're already joint world record holders, and today they can take DFM's record with the worst loss streak in history, and they will have done it all in 1 year. So if anything, they'll have done it quicker, they'll have done it better, but they could save themselves and maybe even pass the record back over to Batu, who's on, I think, an 11 loss streak himself. 11. So it's the 13 current loss streak versus the 11 current loss streak. One of them is going to increase that loss streak. And yeah, if it's Pacific,
Wait,
they
so
are
Batu himself
the
could tie it.
greatest of all time at losing games in VCT.
And the thing is, when we think about teams who've run those loss streaks, the ghost story that exists of Shanghai Dragons in a different sport, more games, but the scenario here, losing more games than anyone.
Wait, how many did Shanghai Dragons lose?
At the tier 1 level.
It's 30 or something?
to a tier 2 team. The cherry
great?
on top for Pacific.
42.
Today has to be victory.
They aren't trying to drag themselves
42.
to Shanghai. Shanghai Dragons.
Down to their level. Yeah, well, for Pacific, it's been a very sad story. An attack side here that seems to have some promise as they
How
move
were they
towards
that
the A
bad?
site and find it wide open. The Harbor used to cut off a lot of the angles that the Viper wall won't once it goes down. And the plan secured. Even some info on the flank coming in. Things are looking good for Pacific, but they don't have anything other than the site for the moment. That's why they're going into cave. Good foothold now. Not great for where the spike's planted.
Was it nepotism? Was it actually nepotism?
Oh, already.
Nice shot from Reezy. Me and
Full
Tom, one brain cell.
ensuing. Waddle looking to try
flank
and hold the
retake.
line. Will be the first point of contact.
I like the
and he's
flank
taken
retake,
out by
especially when the
Kachao.
spike is planted
Looking
here.
for a little bit more.
Oh,
In
that's
fact, it's
Kachao.
a double down from
Stick it, man.
Kachao. And leaving just 7 remaining.
Are you going to show us
He
the
needs
round?
3, which isn't quite as much as 7, but he's not going to be able to do it.
Lightning fast in Pacific.
Nice retake.
Kachao.
1-0 down to kick things off. Confidence from Fireflux. They approach mid as a group, look for a fight, and I think that's going to be a defining factor of this matchup. Fireflux are a team that can come in with confidence.
So Shanghai Dragons, whilst it's the second round, because obviously I didn't watch Overwatch.
Well, look, this has to be where
So like,
a region
were they
is
like
known for being
unlucky?
confident. Gains that little bit more confidence.
Were they unlucky
knowing that
or were they
in this
just
matchup,
truly
they're against
fucking?
a team that doesn't know
Did they
how
get
to win.
rolled? Did they get rolled every game?
Into a chicken.
I can't even imitate the pitch
No,
that was
no.
at. That was impressive.
My voice. Wow. Unless someone does maybe like a triple collat or something like that.
Oh, man, people pay good money to hear that.
Well,
at
how
the
many
opera. That was-
how many games did
okay.
one Overwatch season
Youngsters
have?
with sheriffs. It's starting to become a running.
Was that all
theme.
in
We saw
one
this from
season? Were they
Jamalino
not allowed to
yesterday.
like change the
Kachao
roster?
is now looking for more of the same, a chance to deny the plant. But he's not going to
Can't
overface,
wait
not
for
going to
Pansy to
overaggress.
pronounce it
Of course, this
Kachu or
is
some
the
Played
first
shit.
time we're
40
seeing
games in a season.
Fireflux on this map, so
One enemy remaining.
looking to see what sort of hold they've got over the map. And for now,
So they
it's
went
looking
0 and
pretty good for
40 in the
Cooper.
first season.
Any damage would be nice.
40
he's gonna
games
at
in a
least
season.
take an additional player down, but of course they can juggle whatever weaponry they need around to make sure they have all those rifles.
40 games in one season is fucking crazy.
Yeah, 3 players surviving.
When you just got Sideshow and
Fireflux
Brent
confidence
flying
again
around.
Building up for Kachao. He's a 4-1 start. And yeah, look, when you're coming in with the Sheriff up against non-armored opponents, it's easy enough to pick up a few. But even the smallest amount of confidence building
That is insane to lose 40 games in
is
one
enough
season.
to make me worried.
And this is when it was played, so like
This week in
they were
general,
all
it's
they were
about
all
the tier
in
one
different
teams
places, right?
defending the
Would,
right
so
that they've
like
been
you played at
gifted for
home and
so
away.
long. They didn't have to fight amongst the armies of the world, only within their 4 walls.
Oh, they were all
Now
in
that we've
LA.
opened the gates, teams like Fireflux are here to prove that they should have had a seat
So
at
you
that
just had
table.
a fuck ton of games in LA.
Maybe they should have had their seat at the table.
Well,
Pacific losing 7.
they're getting
off
rolled.
rip. And we talk about Kachao's strong start. 7 is someone that had a lights-out start when joining this league. The first few games, and indeed, not just limited to that, are incredibly impressive. But this is a slow start now. Shut down off
they
rip,
lose
and
the
that's
B
going to
main
slow
fight.
the pace of the attackers by a lot.
Chamber trip, the door's
Looking for a
still
bit of
open
control
here.
towards mid.
You're running into
Break
goat.
this trip. They have to rely on this fight on the A site, and Alarante's been tagged down to 5.
Will he use a Viper Spit? I mean, we have to check this. Will he
Sitting
use
left
an
of the
attacking
guy to
Viper
garner
Spit?
space, and eventually they're just going to pressure him.
Oh,
The rest
brother.
of the team are rotating towards his direction, but with the amount of space that's being cleared into middle already by Kachao, this leaves Fireflux
Can't
with
clear his mid
quite a
on his
lot of
own.
knowledge of the situation, or at least it should.
30 seconds left.
Go on site, what they
Yeah,
got?
well, with the trap sitting outside A, there's no
Guardian.
chance for Pacific to go back.
Fair.
They had to play into that space Alarante was supposed to take. But him being taken out so quickly, it's put a spanner in the
Not quite
works.
flawless, but
And it's
almost.
spiraling for Pacific. Ninja struggles to get more than one. And with 4 players alive, it's a money-maker round for Fireflux and a 3-0 start. This is getting worrying.
Yeah, I was going to say at least it wasn't flawless, but that's about
Yeah,
the only
And when I had to
source
root
of
for this
it.
team, that was fun.
It really is a painful one. And we saw this. in the match yesterday with GX. It took them a very long time to start. I think that...
Wake up, guys! What do you think? What do you think?
But yeah, you could see the Fireflux have come in confident. Like we've talked about this a lot, where you see those teams within the Turkish league, and then they sometimes go into tournaments like Clash, and you go, oh, maybe this is the second or third best Turkish team from the Tier 2 Turkish league. How well are they going to do? And then they do really well, and you go, I almost feel like there's times where we should just be a Turkish league, maybe with like 1 or 2 from the rest of Europe, and then it's just like 8 to 10 Turkish teams. Because there's so much talent within the region. Batu is obviously someone who fell back down after being in the Tier 1. Now has made that rise back up, looking for his
Yeah, I like fighting for the space on A with a chamber.
in VCT EMEA. But he's definitely got the
Halfway
players
through
to do it.
3-0
just
to 40 season
17
3
years of
brought in
age,
a
another
tank called
youngster.
Fearless among others. He
looking like
later
a
in
bright spark early, but
2022 won
you've gotta
Finals
keep it up for the
MVP and
full
was one
series.
of the best tanks in the world. Shanghai had some
now they come
utterly
in.
amazing
Pistols,
stories.
mostly upgraded.
Right, so they actually had one of the best players
That'll help. Alarante's down.
at his role,
A-Main has not
and yet they
been
were
kind
still
to him
shit.
At any stage of this game. And the tags onto 7, onto Ninja make this difficult round perhaps impossible. They need picks.
They're gonna walk
They
through
need
it. That would be
something,
great.
and they need it soon. The spams
30
getting
seconds
closer
left.
and closer by the second in Pacific. Well, they look to move through to exactly where the trap is, into the connector. They've been caught. There'll be no sneaky play. The door closed now. Their ability to put pressure onto the defense.
What was like
is
the most
limited, and
important
Fireflux
Overwatch role in
again,
Pro?
Pack mentality. They've
Like, if
grouped
you
up
could
in
pick
this
to have the
retake.
best of any role, what would you
Paranoia
pick?
stuns through, rushing into the spike planter, and the damage
So this
done.
game's over,
7,
so you might as well talk
a
about
sliver of
Overwatch.
health. Shouldn't be long for this world, and won't be. The spams even take down Waddle.
Dang.
It's a round of stalling. They only stalled the inevitable, and with Pacific not finding a single
perfect.
kill, the credits are getting out of control on that defensive side.
Yeah, that one was an in-zone flawless, in case you're wondering. The one before wasn't.
They also
But,
Sheriff before, so that's a price tag.
Yeah.
Some shields there. That's cool.
This is just for reference.
Positivity on Pacific. We've had too much positivity
for
for a day.
It's like, he might have been one of
Maybe
the
it should be
first
limited to
players
one
get
a day.
Close to running out of bullets with the outlaw. But hey, he's having a good time. 3-0.
Well, we can just talk about fucking Overwatch if you
5-0. There's only been 5 kills
No
total.
time out.
which
Holy, we're at the Frost School.
is
Frost
not the
School of
worst
coaching
we've
as
seen
well.
throughout 5 rounds.
True.
Pacific now come in with rifles in hand, with an operator onto Ninja, with a Reckoning available for Cupid. A lot
Make
of
it a
pieces
redeem.
to
I
the
could make it
puzzle
a redeem.
now ready. But we need to start seeing a team that, hey, sure, they've had their struggles, but they are a team that has had that practice versus the Tier 1, who has been learning, has been improving, even versus decent opposition. Expectations on their map choice are still that they should win.
You think to the horrors of Apex, the Batu experience 0 and 11. Every round that piles up against you,
Okay, nice C's, but they are very
you
isolated.
go
these
from
two.
being a DFM, a
push
fate that
through
you
A
never
main.
thought could possibly
push
be
A main
yours
is
when you
nice
join this
here.
league. And Pacific now
Look at this,
rest.
man. They're gonna figure out
0
it's a
and
fake.
13, tied up.
Problem is, there could have been an insert.
Yeah, they've already like matched the record, so that's something they'll go home with. But if they want to gamble, they can go home
No,
with the
the
record.
op is here.
Yeah, it sounds like a really bad game show. Great position from Deading, of course. You expect to see some utility going through to clear him. Instead, it's
30
the slide
seconds
across
left.
from 7. They will take that ground, but they're kind of committed into this site now. 25 seconds left on the
Chow
clock.
ults.
Overdrive has been put
Trying to
into
walk
play,
out.
but instead it's Deadink on the cross once again. The spam's doing damage, but relatively even so
Oh, wait,
far.
they
The problem
changed
is the
7 on
time.
Phoenix.
Spike now
Down
dropped.
B.
7 he
Last
was caught
player,
between
10
two
seconds left.
parts. One was getting the spike, the other was dealing with the guy who dropped it in the first place. Well, for Ninja, it doesn't matter how sneaky you'll be, there is no way you're winning this round.
A kill for consolation, but that is all it is. And no consolation prize could be great enough.
I mean, just before
5-0
Overwatch
down.
League XQC was
hop-
unironically one of the best tanks in the game. Overwatch was a batshit insane pro scene the whole time. Lunatic, High Kong, Do Panther, Runaway, O2 Blast were always cinema.
What was XQC's role? Is it tank? Who's an average tank player in the league. In the Plumber's era. So who was the equivalent? He was the equivalent to who's someone from the Plumber's era. Sabrosa, but Sabrosa was quite good now at the start. Shanks. Laz. But CNED was literally the best player in the world.
To their map pool, of course, I believe the last time they would have played, it won't have been Sunset and Summit in the pool for Fireflux. So they will have been working on these maps, and thus far, well, I want to say they're doing well, but I also don't think they've really been tested yet.
Yeah, in this map, not so much.
Yeah, but the problem is this Pacific's
There's
pick.
been errors there for Pacific. Again, we talked about 7. Shut down those first 3. Looked like a bit of panic in that last.
The thing I don't get about Pacific is they're a Turkish org. Why didn't they just pick up a team like this?
Their nerves and be ready for round number 6. Time to show up for Pacific. Credits on the line, up in the hands of Ninja. But a costly previous in terms of ultimates leaves them with nothing, at least out of the gate. They could have a pit, they could have a nightfall. Just one more orb, and they could have a man advantage. There's the pick for Ninja, and it's Kachao down as well.
Yeah, he's been good so far. 8 and 3. Some space being pressured for towards that B link, but the trap should be known, although saying that, Reezy's playing just on the edge of it. The thing that makes me nervous is we've seen a lot of these rounds played incredibly slowly for Pacific, and each of them has ended in a similar way. It's the defense slowly figuring out where their opponents are, and it seems like they've done it again. 3 players on the correct side of the map. Now the wall comes through. They know that there's utility on the other side. Batu actually has utility available. B's eliminated quickly. 7 has done well again. Reezy, though, dancing with death, and that time is ticking. The spike has been dropped. They need to go back and retrieve it, which they should be able to do. But there's even an opportunity here for Deading to maybe deny. Alorente keeps them in.
I think Reezy's swinging back in. He has to swing forward, I think.
Maybe
try and win main and then play from there.
Hezekiah slipping in through the connector. He's gotten a bit closer than they might expect, but nobody's vulnerable to him, and the paranoia gives the game away. Ninja on the trigger for the first round. Pacific
only read
have
chat when I ask a question. I mean, I just read it.
Timeout seems to
so that's wrong.
have made some adjustments, but the reality is, Tom, 2 seconds
yeah, we checking
left to get
Alorante's
that
ult.
planted. It was anything but comfortable.
No, anything but comfortable from...
Genuine, do you think he will use it or not?
They're leaving it so late.
Anyone thinking yes?
Staying for FNC versus Enterprise hashtag Genguin hashtag Tiger.
I'll stay for a map.
It just makes me so nervous that the time can slip away. Like, if Deading picks his target right there, they win that off time, which is just too close for comfort. It's a round, but is it now something that they can pressure forward? The switch up from Fireflux is to take that A main control away from them. Set up with the operator, but it seems like it is going to be a pace change now from Pacific. Yeah. Or at least they're thinking about it.
This will work well.
They finally got
effectively a double op setup.
Good
Deading
read.
playing the ult, the op on Hezekiah in mid, and you're avoiding all of it. The smokes here from Harbor are going to get you out onto the site. A plan's acquired. The question is, where do you take that extra space? B-main side is already under your control. Drop, you're going to want to clear
survive
out.
the neon
Do
ult?
they push into the spawn? Do they push into the connector? And it will be towards the spawn that they compete for that space. The Viper's pit now, making it difficult to get out. That's the plan, but Kachao slipped the net, made it through, they spammed Alorente! That was a straight spam through the pit, they've lost the pit, they've lost Ninja! The site's crumbling! 7 stands strong though! A double and a quick escape back in behind the boxes as the time ticks! 7 eventually falls, and the leader of Cupert He's alone against 2. The bodyguard of Deading, more than enough to put 6 on the board for Fireflux. They looked so calm, even up against full site retake. Vipers
That's tough.
pinned
I mean, I
down,
really like it from
Kachao
Kachao getting
isolated.
past
It
the
didn't seem
Viper's
to
bit
matter.
early
That
on.
seemed like the plan all along.
Do
Like
the
they knew
legacies
they
of
had the
tier 1
nightfall.
teams get
They
affected
expected
if
there
they
to be
lose
some
to tier
form of
2
aggressive
teams?
hit, so they immediately just throw out
mean,
the nightfall into it, so that the
Not
Viper
really,
on
I
the
don't
other
think,
side is
because
gonna
if
be
you're
low.
if
Then
the
they
bad teams
spam,
lose
get
to a
couple
tier
of
2
kills
team,
from
everyone
it,
thinks they're
and then
bad
you have
anyway.
just full faith in Deading. There wasn't even a split
Right, like
second where
everyone
Batu
thinks
even
that like
considered
Pacific are
letting
bad
go.
anyway, so
He
it's like
knew
not a
that his
shock if they
teammate had
lose.
his back.
But to be fair, all he could
And
see
then
was Deading's
if a tier
ass.
2
He
team
couldn't
goes on
see
a
the player
run
on the other
and starts
side,
beating
but-
some of the
but
better
that's it.
teams,
Deading
everyone
was
will just
stood
go,
there. I'll
well,
take
this
the
tier 2
bullet for
team's
you, my
good.
boy.
Come on.
Pacific, they win one after the timeout, and now they lose in a
kinda-
heartbreaking way. You have to wonder, how are they dealing with this? Let's find out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hold my left.
I need to reclaim ball, okay?
Okay, I'm going through towers then.
I have your left.
Yeah, but I need some util.
They
There is
smoked us. They smoked.
Guys, please, we cannot go there. We have to cancel the call, okay?
Yeah, we
Let's go mid, let's poke mid. Let's go.
Run to here. Run here, guys. Just run, please. Orb up.
I will smoke this, wait.
When
They
smoke
need
is
to close
going down,
trophy,
no
wall up. Wall up when it's going down, okay?
Care above the smoke.
And let me pick.
Come, let's pressure A-Link first.
Go, A-Link.
Get in the smoke and drop it.
I have it. They didn't cross yet.
Maybe you can play. I'm leaving.
Everything down.
I'm gonna pilot again from here.
Go. I stand up a bit.
Ready?
I'm back with you. Fate no util.
AP on the.
Pull wall up, guys, pull wall up.
I cannot.
Hold in
This
this.
shift, guys, don't.
Wall up now.
Be good, be good.
Fine.
We made the question mark, we made the
Maybe
question
This is blind.
One, come.
Yeah.
Hold it.
1, 2.
Spike down.
One more. One on the right.
3v4. You're good.
There is 2 on us.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's 2 on me. Go safe, try to save, Johan.
Yeah. B push.
Trip is still here.
They stalled out towards the
They just need
connector,
to
and
simplify
Fireflux wasted
everything.
no time in taking that space back.
Have
The
some
same can be
have
said
some just
over
like
towards this B site, a
strats.
deep push down contained by Reezy.
You know,
And they're
just
not
have
even gonna
like
show
a
their hand unless
simple,
they have
like,
to. The fact that they're filling in
guys,
that space is either going to be
let's A
shown
split.
because they punish a rotation in that late round. or
They're
because
too
the
busy
clock's
trying to
already
work
won
out
it.
all the fucking
I
details of
this
like every
idea
little
from
bit of like.
Fireflux, the re-aggression work towards the A site. They see players there, both in main
Problem-
here
I feel like
and towards the con, and
they
immediately Reezy
just
gets
talk
that B
so
space up
much
for Pacific
without
They're
really
losing all of
saying
the
much
control
that, like,
on this map,
without
and
coming
this
up with
being
like an
their
actual
pick,
plan.
That's really not the look we want
Right, like
to see. Also,
they're saying like, oh,
considering the EMEA in
like
general,
they're telling him, oh,
where we've
wall up
seen
now.
these
Oh, I don't have
issues on
fuel.
Summit has been on the defensive
Oh,
side.
let's go. Oh,
That's still
wall
to
up.
come.
He doesn't have
Yeah,
fuel.
I'd say for
Like
them,
they're
one
not
match
listening
we
to
saw
each
them
other.
play
Like,
it. They had a really
okay, you don't
poor
have fuel.
attack side
Okay,
and they managed to turn it on the
Pause.
defense.
Pause
They
for
did
15.
have a 9-3 defensive half, then lose an
Guys,
OT.
I am saving.
but-
I am saving every single round. I'm saving my chamber operator, guys. Come on. I have chamber operator. I'm saving.
He did also have a rifle, but you aren't wrong. I'm enjoying the Batu comms. He seems like he's enjoying himself on the stage.
Well, he is 7-1 up at this
He
point.
was enjoying
you know?
himself in round 1 when he was screaming.
He was. He very much. Well, if you call that screaming, I didn't know a rooster screams. But round number 9, with a huge advantage, there'll be no surprise that Fireflux are feeling happy, confident.
what it means
They've
is
left
for
the A
Pacific,
side
it feels
open
like
this
anytime
round,
anyone
feeling
does
that slow
anything
pace from
proactive, they're
Pacific.
so kind of like
Oh, yeah. That's
jumbled
been it.
and mumbled
It's been
up
so
that like
slow that they
any
can afford
proactive
gambles.
play just
They
destroys
can
them.
leave gaps. They can play the retake if they want. I think their retakes have been decent, playing off of each other, moving as a unit.
And
And also the trap has been in the right place at the right time every single time. This time, though, 7 again is going to be
dodged the
able to get
ults.
the opener.
There's 2 players on site. They've both dodged the reckoning. On both sides of the map, Fireflux
can't
were
let them get
playing for
both.
this. They know exactly what Pacific want to do. The last piece of the puzzle, the one missing was Ninja. And he gets a kill to show his hand, but it's an immediate fold, 8-1.
Batu's flexing on him.
All the Fireflux are on the server at least. Oh, this is heartbreaking. To be facing into what is the worst loss streak of all time, and
Is it
walk into
heartbreaking?
yeah,
They've
what
lost.
do you mean, is it heartbreaking?
They've already lost.
They're
13
going to
in a
have the
row.
biggest loss streak of all time again.
They already do.
At the tier 1 level, without it even all being tier 1 teams. They will have the largest tier 1 loss streak, some of which is against tier 2. That's the most embarrassing thing
Maybe.
I can imagine.
I don't think
The
it's
Shanghai
heartbreaking.
Dragons are sat there going, shit, at least we lost to tier 1 teams. Oh, man.
All I'm going to say is I think it can't be that heartbreaking if it's expected.
That's an opening pick.
There you go.
Maybe we won't have any hearts broken today. Not because
Well,
it's
someone
expected,
will,
but because the
if
unexpected.
Batu
Yeah, sure.
loses, he's still...
Yeah, but he's 0-12, you know? It'll be a while before he gets a chance to go 0-14, so that's an upside.
Well, he's got another game to play soon.
That's what I'm saying. He can't lose 2 in a row.
He could join them on the record, but no, it's a pick.
Do you think a player's
even still, we've
performance
seen
is
man advantages
impacted by
already.
whether
Ninja has
or not
managed to
they
get
are a
them one before.
gumshoe?
It's been the gamble rotations, figuring out, again, you've got that deep
Probably
control
not,
just around
but
the edge of the trap
who knows? Maybe
outside
that
of B.
communication is a bit worse.
Walking towards Denning. Denning doesn't
Wow,
give a
nice
damn.
shot.
Through the utility he goes, finds that opening pick, and now he's back on site. Looking to try and build the crossfire with Batu. Another gap found, another
Close
pick
the door.
found as well. And that man advantage is now gone. It's only 7 remaining. They know exactly
7,
where
who's
he
7
is.
and 7.
He's got a chance
I think
for a
7
fight
and 8.
versus Denning, but Denning from start to finish on the A site has sat them down. He is 12 and 2 right now. Well, the only people he's competing with.
The Shanghai
are people on
Dragons
his
any
team
good
for the
after
top of the
they
board.
This
won
is
a game?
why, honestly, Pacific could have had a 12-0 3 times in a row on the defensive side of this map, and with what's happening here,
Borderline
I just
hitting on
don't
the
know
level
how
of
they'll bounce
NBA
back. There are
Twitter.
things to write home about with this roster. Anyone
Yes,
else who's
but surely they
experienced
just
these kind of
changed all of
loss
that
streaks
team,
is infighting.
right?
There's that negative atmosphere. These are guys that I don't know how, but have stayed positive. We see him behind the scenes. We see him after games. That stands to them in moments like this. I genuinely don't believe Pacific are the kind of team that will sit there 9-1 down and go, well, game's over. I guess it's screwed. But that hasn't converted to wins at any point in the past. So at a certain stage, it doesn't really matter if you've cracked the mental game, if you're losing the game.
Yeah. Oh, 9-1.
Who was the best Overwatch team? Was it the
Fireflux.
London Spitfire? Did we have a good team?
More of the same. Denning. I'm ready for him to do something here. Oh, Cupid is going to get an opening for the 2nd round in a row. The IGL stepping up, but look at the damage it's already done. Ninja, 5 health. Cupid also low. The button going to be broken to deny them those rotations.
Were there any
towards
British
spawn,
players?
or at least they'd have to take the long way. But at least this time, with the Vipers pit down on B, there is a significant gap that can be exploited if Pacific choose to take it. They look like they're building up in the opposite direction, though.
Yeah, playing behind the pit, though, seems to have been called. The ping is going down. I'm assuming for caution and not
Well,
for
they
direction.
got the right call.
If they decide to fight into the spawn, they would have a bit of ground, but this is a consideration from Fireflux.
Gonna push this.
And
That's
here's the
good.
problem now for Reezy. This does become quite a difficult round. If he's found, there's still a Prowler, still a Reveal there to work with. Prowler won't find him. The Reveal won't either. Okay, so he'll get his pit, but what can he do from here? And being
Nice.
guarded on the other side as well by a very late round Alorante, whose pressure might be forced in a moment. They're swinging
There you
through
go.
the seas, but, well, it has worked out.
good
And they know
round,
exactly
flawless
where
round.
Reezy is. A much better round here from Pacific. It looks much more controlled and an in-zone flawless. A little late in the half for building up economy, but not too late for building up rounds. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think anything they can get at this stage is going to be important, and being able to, as said, they picked the gap this time. I think every other time there's been a trap or there's been something in the way. But this time they've been able to avoid everything, find the spot that allowed them the post plant. And I think on entries and stuff, like 7 has been doing well. In the last couple of rounds, Cupid have been doing well. It's just
They're
been the
9-2 down
reaction
against the
from
tier 2
Fireflux
team.
that has been impressive. And well, Ninja, a man
You
who's
don't just
maybe not having
call a
that
spade
best
a
of games
spade.
thus far, has been obliterated
This is
early
their map
on.
pick.
It's a big opening pick for a Fireflux that has a chance to have double digits exiting this half, and that chance converted into reality with a couple more picks. Pacific, I'll go back towards this A site. It's not going to be a kind battle for them. You're walking into Deading, a Prowler still to use, a Reveal as well.
Does Overwatch still have the team names, like
The wall to
the
help them get
position
out,
names?
should they need it. A Cove just came back online. Pacific
they
have
just
the
normal
util, but
ults
if
now?
they decide to dry face, the punish would be there. Instead, Deading will be caught and sent back. Tries the timing on the spam. So does Batu. And he'll find Alorante, who genuinely should never go A main ever again. My guy just gets murdered there
Bruh.
every time through the smoke. not much he can
Only
do.
the Dallas Fuel.
And not much they can do now in this
That's even better if only one
Back
team
in
kept it.
They're locked in.
Nah,
Oh, yeah,
we
they've
want
got
to be the
Racket.
Dallas
That
Fuel,
Could actually catch,
There we
it's gonna
go.
catch a lot.
which is a
1,
fucking
2.
hilarious name
It's
as
got
well.
2, and he pulls it off a little bit shorter, so they've got an angle to fight from. The wrap around from Hezekiah, not watched, and it will be closed out with 10 for Fireflux. A damage.
Well, favorite Viper walls on defense? What, on this map? Or in general? The one on bind is pretty good, I think. On this map?
Fun little exercise. Build a team
Doesn't
with
sound fun
players
to me.
not on their conventional roles. For example, Nuts Waylay, Something Sova, Bazoman, Madder Harbor, etc. No flex players.
Let's see. What map is it? Summit. So, favorite Viper walls. Obviously, you got the A1 that some people do, which I think is fine, but it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of eh.
Pacific get
A couple people
battered
doing some
everywhere
mid
they
ones.
go.
I do
Pacific
the thing.
Get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go.
The thing I like about the mid walls is that I think some of the best defensive rounds are when the defenders fight mid. Right, that some of the best rounds you get on defense are when you fight mid. And so, and I don't feel like there's a ton of options. I think if I was playing Chamber, I quite like this one because I quite like him for fighting for this space, like with a Chamber, which I actually saw Fireflux do there a little bit, right? You do this wall, it helps kind of protect your Chamber. You create this as like a problem for them that they have to then worry about quite a lot. So I quite like this one if you're going to aggro this area. In general, I quite like using it as, you know, a mid aggro tool as well, though, because I do think like that can be quite successful. C Paper X, whatever version of a mid wall you want to do. It doesn't even have to be something like this. You know, you know, you can do it across like this. I've seen teams do. Like, it doesn't have to be any specific one. Just in general, if there's one going across mid, it's fine. For ranked, I'd probably say use the A1.
Did you see Zix mid wall from B choke?
Zix mid wall from B choke. What does it like go across like this? In ranked, I'd say use the sets up a one-way and the little boosted thing. I mean, Zix must spend fucking hours looking at little random shit. What? So on like this? That's interesting. Well, yeah, use that then.
2 finals weekend will be in Barcelona. Be there or don't. But
I think there's more
probably
chance
should.
of one of the Pacific teams being there than this team. But, you know.
That's incredibly
Holy.
rude, Tom. And they are going to watch this VOD back. So
I'm okay with
you'll
that.
have 5 to 7 DMs. Thinky is not going to be thinking nice thoughts of you.
I'll take 7 DMs.
7 DMs?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Well, 10 rounds in the board for Fireflux.
don't know what, and I paid
start
money.
to the pistol here. That's solid. Kachao was dominating
Pacific
the pistol
get
in the
battered
first.
everywhere
He's
they
already
go.
been put to bed. And for Pacific,
Pacific
it
get
just feels pointless
battered
saying,
everywhere
need a
they
pistol round. They need a
go.
divine intervention to have a chance based on what we've seen
Everywhere
so
they
far.
go. I mean, it's just,
They
it's
need
not
to
even.
convert some
It's actually sad.
advantages as well. They have had the opener in a lot of rounds and it hasn't meant much. Cooper under pressure, but looking to
Oh,
try and
VFL
delay
review?
them a
Oh,
bit.
leave me alone.
And the defenders looking to try and reaggress themselves
VFL review, they paid money.
through A. Now it's going to let them know that this is a B-side play, or at least
I
very
can see.
likely that it will
30
be.
seconds left.
But the second this trap is shot, that's probably going to be the point where Fireflux make their move.
Straight in they go. Ninja's the one to greet them. At the door is your first custodian, the guardian. of the B side, finds one, gets out clean. 12 seconds as the plant's coming down. The
10
Cove
seconds
Well,
gives them a safe
can
haven
they come back?
to get the spike on the floor, but Pacific are happy. Man advantage, grouping up, avoiding being picked off as individuals. Big refight by Fireflux. They've gone in to the drop. They found 3, and they've made it out unscathed. Now 7 has a battle on his hands, and Batunax and Hezekiah have left it down to 1. Alorante swings wide and finds nothing, flattened in heavy traffic as Pacific
Why the
rest
fuck
on 2.
are Mitch and
2
Tom
more
like
rounds
giving
for
us the
Fireflux.
best fucking cast of
Will
all
dish
time
out
for
an
this game?
embarrassment for the ages.
Yeah, so I think they do need to try and work better at converting some of their advantages. I'm so surprised that they get away with as much as they do. Batu was meant to be sold to the Wolves, and in the end, he jumps and gets a kill, and then goes out and gets another. Yeah, look, he's even fucking them with it. He knows how ridiculous that was. But obviously for Pacific, they're now in a position where you have to buy. You have to buy. You've got to gamble on this now, and oh, their Summit. I'll put it this way.
It's like-
One of these teams
I thought gonna get
has
pushed.
not played this map before.
Yeah.
And the other team is Pacific.
Yeah, the other team has 2 rounds. But, you know, Fireflux, they chose which side
didn't
to
force,
start
they
on.
did.
So,
Ninja
you know,
didn't
their
force.
attack
That's
could
the
be
important
super
Why has he only
weak,
got
even with
4
that pistol.
fucking bullets?
It's all
What is
about
he
this
doing,
round
man?
here. It's all about
Okay.
the investment. It's all about Alorante. My guy's gotten unlucky. Those who know him know that he can put bullets into the heads with surgical precision, and he needs that. Here today, a surgeon's hand pruned the panic. No shakes from Alorante.
Wow.
It's a triple. His mag runs dry. It's the only reason they can put him in the ground, but he might have done enough already. Pressure on for Reezy, and he'll be taken down by
Forcing
Waddle.
always work.
Just as it may have been.
Even for this
the
team,
answer
forcing
might
works, bro.
lie in round number 2. Pacific can start the comeback
Even
here,
in this
if ever.
round, it works.
Yeah, great round from Alorante. I think they needed something like that. Like, individually, he's been struggling. He's been shut down in some ridiculous ways, but obviously that first half was just rough in general. Like, never really getting any value on the lurk, but being able to find 3 kills in this round from a very, very
Yo,
awkward
forcing is
position.
kinda good when you're down a lot, huh?
Nice, baby. Nice, baby.
I know.
I'll at least give them their 3rd round, and it likely a 4th as well. There's not really anything invested into this one for the opposing side. You've got a singular sheriff for Reezy. They're wanting to make sure that they can get a buy in the next. And so for Pacific, on their now favored half, if the game versus Na'Vi is anything to go on, this should be a good opportunity for them to earn some orbs, gain a little bit of confidence, although already one player has fallen, and given Batu a rifle.
Yeah, the first part's okay. 3v4 retake, that's all right. Giving Batu a rifle, that could be costly. That could be erroneous. And we shall see. With Kachao down, it's looking a lot more comfortable. Hezekiah has no help. He has no help in a classic, yet still he gets one. And Batu set up in the 1v1 against Waddle! He puts him down to 11 HP!
He headshot him. It must have clipped the wall.
It was a wall into what I think was a kneecap, and that was enough time for
But
Waddle to
I think
shoot
he
back.
leg shot him rather
My
than body
God,
shot him.
that
And I
round
think he would have
should
killed
be
him with a body shot.
easy.
Let's see.
That was one sheriff.
Oh, maybe not. He did body.
That's so unlucky.
3 hits maybe even? No, it was 2, right? A headshot through the wall, 1 to the leg. Desperately close, and giving that rifle away almost cost them the round, but it doesn't. The golden path maintains here for Pacific.
I think the golden path is covered in blood at this point.
That it
they're
may be.
battered and bruised. They're walking on crutches.
They've taken their hits, but it's not about how...
Yeah. Go on.
No. If they are to follow the golden path, they might need Leto the second skin to be able to bounce those bullets back, because it has not been pretty when it comes to firefights. Fireflux are miles ahead.
Loser of this game plays
2 more
Enterprise?
rounds.
No.
They will
Loser
seal
of
the
this
fate
game plays
Pacific in the
Fnatic.
first map. A reverse sweep needed, or historic consequences kick in.
Real ones remember Batu's short usage? Bro, that was so fucking funny. God, Apex really were the best of us.
Early trade.
Honestly, that's probably one of the main problems with Pacific.
Jennings
They're
has
just
been
not as funny. They're just
phenomenal
more
in this
tragic.
chamber.
Apex were
16 and
very
5,
funny.
and it really
Batu
feels
fucking
like
using a
it's
short,
him and Batu
shooting one bullet every time.
racing.
Planted.
He
to
just
see who can
didn't
sit at
know
the top
that
of
the
the board.
short had
Of
two
course,
bullets.
the credits, needless to be said, after the last round, are not in a good spot for Pacific. They lose this one. It's going to put them in an incredibly awkward space. Now 7 standing. Gives an opportunity for him to try and break the line. Give his teammates an opportunity. Maybe find some space, and that is what he shall do. Good sees as well from Waddle. Even still, though, the trades come back thick and fast, leaving things even for now. Batu again, but now he's all that remains. Time has been ticking. He is desperately low on HP, but it doesn't matter. The clutch of the last
He might just be the
round may
GOAT.
not have happened,
He might
but
just
the
be the
Red Bull
GOAT.
clutch is delivered this time from Batu.
He might just be the GOAT.
Oh man, they're already dead. They're already dead. We're
Oh,
exhuming the
dinner order
corpse.
timeout as well.
This is ridiculous. Oh,
set of balls.
timeout. Yeah, thank you. A timeout at 12-4. That's gonna put him right. How can they keep
Oh
losing
my god.
these? The defense there, instant shot from
I was
Batu.
so sick.
Clean.
Like, the thing I love, and I know we're talking all misery a lot in this cast because of what's on the line, but a redemption arc.
Oh, Jesus. This is tough. Hope Sideshow is on the EMEA segment of Plat Chat. Bro, Sideshow is on holiday, probably not watching a single fucking minute of Valorant, if I had to guess.
He's 20 and 6, and you think like maybe all those old thoughts will creep back in. You're no longer playing at home. Obviously, a lot of what we see is played online when it comes to challenges. You have that maybe little bit of free relaxation in between a map. You're just at your house or you're at boot camp or something. Now he's back on a stage that has only really caused him torment, and he's having the best time.
Since round 1, he's looked wide awake. I don't know if it was the call of the rooster or the preparation before, but razor sharp on that stage here today for Batu Naxin, for Fireflux in general. This is the map pick of their opponents, a map that they have not had the chance to play in officials
they have ults.
yet. Sorry, just to be clear, when I say they, I mean Fireflux, the team that chose it has. And we know their defensive side can be good, but it needs to be beyond great to have any hope of recovering after that last round. A clutch in their darkest hour. And Pacific face off against odds like that. 8 in a row needed now. And it's an awful start. Kachao shift walks into the angle. Peeker's advantage at that pace, not a big deal, but the shot lands clean before anything comes in the other direction. A double for 7 on the Bucky! Now that's one way to bring him back into the round.
Why is Mitch getting so fucking
You know,
hyped for this
I
shit?
was definitely not
Mitch is
expecting
loving
the
this
red
game.
I've heard everybody telling me recently that the Bucky is dead, no one should ever use
What
it,
was that?
worst gun in the game. I've heard that a lot,
30 seconds
but
left.
clearly 7 didn't get the memo. But can they now convert it? And the advantage is slimmer than what they've normally had. A-site has been abandoned. Now Hezekiah is actually going to be the one to plant. I thought maybe Deading would plant to get the tour de force online.
This Nightfall's going to see nothing, and they're worried as well about anyone being around here. Like that
Did he
space
just do that
being
'cause it
taken
looks nice?
earlier is a real possibility. Nightfall sees Nada, Reezy in trouble. You would think, look how calm he is. He's just allowing the reveal to show exactly where he is. Stands there, beckoning them in for the battle.
I'll plan it for
And a
him.
battle that turns
Only
to an
absolute
execution.
cinemas and glue
Cooper
sniffing
holding the
deserve
line,
this
the
kind
defuse
of
underway,
casting.
and they've done enough.
Oh, there you go.
They will keep their head above water for now. But 7 more needed.
Yeah, I mean, this is just depressing,
I kind of
really,
wanted to
this
see
one.
that tour de force online in this round, I'll be honest with you. I think the plant swap could have made a big difference getting that into Dedic's hand, but it is 7 that manages to, well, literally maybe even from the hand of the gods that he's got 2 with a Bucky in that moment. And then holding the line is Cupid. Little round of applause from from Kachao.
Okay, they are on a Nico. Hold on, the comeback is here.
But this round, well, it kind of sucks, but last time with just a Sheriff, they almost managed to win.
Yeah.
They're one off having Overdrive, and they have the tour de force onto Dead Ink, who has been one of their best players.
Yeah, it's not a pretty start when you think about this being one of the easiest rounds for Pacific, and it's still having so many issues. Spam is good.
Yeah, they have the sight. I feel like this is the one thing you didn't want to do, is allow a tour de force in the post plant.
Because like you had the Nightfall before to help out getting back in, but now we don't have that to work with. A Viper's Pit, but you got to get on point to actually put that into effect. Like they don't have a lot to help them get in terms of
you're
big
getting on a
ultis, and
deeper line.
going
Although they're
against
going
Tour de
double
Force,
flank, so actually
one
might kill
small
them.
mistake is going to be very, very costly.
Okay,
Trying to get
at
on
least
a
is
deeper
going to
line.
force
pushing.
Dead Ink to move.
They're
They
gonna go
know that they're
forward.
being surrounded. Okay. Little bump into each other. They've got lost a bit. Oh, a missed shot. Okay. This should now be the round being cleaned up.
It's a huge...
Reckoning's gone through. Cupid's going to clear another. It's just pistols, so it shouldn't be too much
through their
more
own
difficult, but that
hardware.
time is ticking and has been ticking for a while. Have they run out of time on the clock? I don't even know if they've got it anyway. They don't have it anyway. They didn't have to defuse. It's a Red Bull clutch on the spike. Oh, dear. What a way. What a way.
Holy shit. I mean, they are just tragic. It's just tragic. Not much more you can say. Here you go. Let's watch Sideshow do a 2019 Overwatch VOD review.
4-0 shit blasted every other team in the lower bracket. And it was
The
clear
San
that after they had lost to
Francisco Shock.
Atlanta, and honestly, after they had beaten the London Spitfire, they actually found out a much better way of being able to play. They found their style. They understood the meta much more, this kind of
We're
stuff.
spending a fucking hour 24. He doesn't
and
put this
the
much effort into
Vancouver
Val,
Titans,
does he?
Weirdly, even though they went through the upper bracket, they didn't get tested as much, and so they had some tough games against like NYXL. Got taken to 7, I think it was.
Hold on, let me try and figure out where people are from. Titans. Now this is like Seattle colors. But would there be a team in Seattle? Maybe. Don't know. Excelsior I know is New York. Obviously I know San Francisco Shock. Spark. Chinese maybe? The Shanghai Dragons. Beijing. The Beijing Spark. Gladiators. Not a clue. Guangzhou. Not a clue about the Gladiators. Atlanta Rain, I know that because of the Bren clip with Baby Bay. The Atlanta Rain. Terrible name. Dynasty. Spitfire London, of course. Dynasty. It's a tiger, so is it Gen G? Is it Seoul? Is it the Seoul Dynasty? The LA Gladiators. I got that from the Tiger. Tiger, Mugger, Tiger. Munchkin played for them, wow.
Like, I think that was a 7 mapper in the winners.
There's also
bracket.
Gen G
Fantastic
colours.
match, by the way.
Right.
But they
I'll be back
had
in a
always
sec.
been struggling with the Bastion kind of compositions. So I was expecting that coming into the grand finals, the Vancouver Titans would have really focused on Bastion, because this game was so difficult for them when they actually played into a Bastion. And we know that Shock played a lot of it. And it's really easy to tell when Shock is going to play Bastion comps because they sub in Architect and Rascal. So, in theory, you should be able to get a great read on when they're going to do it, what maps they're going to do it on, that kind of shit. So, that's what I really expected Titans to have put a lot of time into. additionally, because it was 2 weeks, like look at that, 14th to the 29th, because it was a 2-week break between these two matches, I thought that would give enough time for kind of the momentum to settle down for the Shock. They'd both be going in it kind of fresh as top competitors. They would have had all of this practice time and stuff like that. So also, Titans were undefeated on control maps. So I expected the series to actually be fairly close. My prediction coming into it was a 4-2 to the San Francisco Shock, with Titans either taking both control maps or losing the second control map, which I thought might be Busan, but winning one of the other ones. Like maybe winning an escort map or something like that. So I thought the Shock would win. I think almost everybody thought the Shock would win. I think it was only Puckett and Achilles out of all of the casting talent voted for the Titans in that. But it turns out that it was not a 4-2. It was a 4-0 stomp. And at the time, that kind of made sense. Right, let me say as well that when I actually watched this game live, one of the dumb things about being an analyst, weirdly, is that you don't get as much time to sit down and really watch and analyze the game as you do if you were sat at home, or like when I was doing my Visa Hell streams. Because when I'm doing my Visa Hell streams and I was watching Owl, all of my 100% of my attention is focused on the screen and like talking about what's happening and this kind of stuff. A bit more like a caster would have to do, although I'm not really building a narrative and I'm not thinking about my craft. So, you know, I've got even more of my brain power free. But when I was doing
when does
the
he actually
grand
get into
finals
it? He's
stuff,
just yapped for 2
I
minutes.
knew the series was over. To make sure that they can get out free, all they're going to do is pile damage into your front line, and the Brig isn't going to be able to get any value. And it's such an easy adaptation. All it means is Sinatra doesn't go for the back line, or he just instead goes for the front line, and they slowly squeeze you out. It's like, it's actually just an objectively worse composition that will only catch you off guard if you're an unprepared team. You can't be pulling this shit out against the best team in the world. There are certain strats that will catch teams off guard, like contenders teams. Like both of these teams were playing against contenders teams, scrimming against them. People like Atlanta Academy. Against contenders teams, this strat will work because they won't know how to deal with it. But for a team like the San Francisco Shock, who are super adaptable and know what the fuck they're doing, that is just not going to work.
He's also ill during this. God, it's disgusting on multiple levels. Having to listen to Sideshow and he's ill, constantly sniffling. 2 clues by Sam. Gary is one of 2 or more innocents in row 2. Daniel has 4 criminal neighbors. Right. So it's not 2 or more, it is 2. Steve has exactly 6 innocent neighbors, 6 out of 8. Only one of the 2 innocents neighboring Bobby is Daniel's neighbor. Are you all spamming Thanos? What is Thanos? Fuck is Thanos? What the fuck? How has that got in here? Oh, hello, Teats. Speaking of Teats, what the fuck is this Thanos emote?
Super to cosplay Thanos mugger Thanos.
I don't know what that means. Evie has more criminal neighbors than Ruby. Evie has more criminal neighbors than Ruby. All criminals in column D are connected. Okay. Now six of you must be innocent, so therefore you must be innocent. Oh, right. You. This could be 4 here. He has more criminal. Got 1. It could be 2. It could be 3. Your max is 3, but you know that 6 of them are innocent as well. Equal number of innocent and criminal cops. Where are the cops? Well, there's an innocent. So you must be a criminal. Okay, so that's 1 of your criminals. So only 1 of you 6 are a criminal. And you max can have 3 criminal neighbors. Daniel has exactly 4. Yeah. Steve has exactly 6. Only 1 of the 2 innocents neighboring Bobby. All criminals in column D. Oh. One time. Steve has exactly 6 innocent neighbors. And Evie has more criminal neighbors than Ruby. So if it was just 1, it would all be innocent. You have max 2. There are max 2 criminal neighbors that you can have. And we found 1. Both of you must be innocent? No. Hold on, let me think. Well, you both can't be guilty, so you must be innocent. Are you innocent as well? Right. So you can have max 2 criminal neighbors of all of these. And you, but you could have 1. If it's 1, you're all innocent. Yay. If it's 2, 1 of you is guilty. And it could be someone like Pam, and Nancy is the other guilty party. And that still works for Steve, and we're still fine. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. Thing is, we know that at least 1 of them is guilty. We've got 1 guilty. 1 of you 2 must be guilty too. Could be both of you. Oh, fuck.
It. Not really. They're 2 and 7 this year on this map, and I think that's why
I need to go get my
coming
food
in
like
as that squad who has a hell of a lot of reps, even just in the last 3 months on this map, and
Don't
a
forget,
9 and
10
2.
minutes.
They
Get
look
food.
very, very good, even versus the likes of Job Life, who we've seen earlier play fantastically well. So I definitely have to favor Fireflux going into this one, and yeah, after the last performance, my mind has not changed.
No, Fireflux look better in, it's like that copy pasta. It's genuinely every department. Losing at the end the way that they did as well. Pacific have got a bit of morale to pick back up. Yes, I've touted them as a positive team, but that does not matter when you lose to Pistols on a site that you gave them and you don't defuse this spike. Big start for Fireflux as Deading drops out. There's only one left, and Kachao is quick to swing in for his second. A bloodbath on the B side.
Oh,
Fireflux
Jesus
3
Christ.
for 3 now on pistols.
Yeah,
Send
they're
them
keeping
home.
their 100% record in pistols in VCT going. I will say versus another opponent, that might not keep going.
Could be challenged.
Yeah, I would expect.
They're just the
to be
winner play here.
challenged, But no, they've looked very comfortable on the stage. I think it also comes down to a point now where you have got a team that are coming in, looking at that long road they've gone through in challenges, like having to, as I said, like had a
Heretics?
turmoil of being on an org, losing the
Fireflux
org, coming
Heretics
back
could be
in,
a fun
having
game.
new one here with Fireflux. Having to prove themselves time and time again to get here. And now they are here. They look very ready to be here. And it's now up to Pacific to almost prove the opposite. You lose 13 games in a row in the Tier 1. Is there anything that you can prove that you deserve to be here anymore?
Well, yeah. Again, we've spoken about this week. The very concept of bringing the Tier 2 teams into the system, of opening the gates and allowing challengers, external challengers to step in, it almost serves as a proof. If all of the Tier 2 teams lose, then we know, well, the system has been working. The Tier 1 teams are
If Enterprise
the
beat
best
Fnatic and
of the best.
Fnatic
But
lost to
now,
Pacific.
when we go to the bottom rungs of the ladder, when we go to Pacific,
Oh,
who
that
are
would be
winless,
so funny.
can they defend their seat at the table?
I think it's
Even
also
later today, you've got Fnatic with a big
Yeah.
challenge up against Enterprise.
Well, pressure onto Reezy.
Very
Okay,
nice
7's
entry,
done
honestly.
well. Again, in a lot of these rounds, we have seen openers, but that was the only rifle
30 seconds left.
in the hands of the defense. So now they're going to have to try and retake this with a Marshall. They're being flanked on as well. The check was there, but I think that it's very uncomfortable. In fact,
Flawless
this is
second
looking like
round.
an immediate response. Potential at least, unless serious mistakes are made. Looking to try and heal up Hezekiah a little bit, but even still with the rifle still in
That should
hand.
be over, really.
The last couple of players low. This is Pacific's round to lose. If anything, from this point onward, still it gets
One
uncomfortable.
enemy remaining.
The tap on, but he's run out of bullets. And Alorante will get the job done in the end.
Well,
an important second
little
round victory,
thrifty.
I feel, and an important round from Alorante as an individual.
Yeah, and he started to show
Yeah, that
those
was a stupid
moments, and
second round
Summit
buy
towards
from,
the end. Gave them a few moments to rally around, planted the banner in the ground.
Postic
But
went right.
it was
Footloose to
burnt
job
ash
line.
moments later. A start early here
probably
is
not.
exactly what Pacific need. It won't be the pistol, but much like that second half of Summit, they get
Last
the
player
follow-up in
standing.
round 2. They get Alorante on early. Big pick by 7
I
to
whiffed so
open
hard.
as well. It might have been a whiff, but a round like that, you're not expected to take it. A win is a win. And for the defense,
Name your top 5 shittest
Like by
teams in
year or
VCT
overall?
history.
Their economy
Closed
now is
partnership era.
very low. Kachao down to 550 credits. Got himself shields and a guardian, but Batu, with next to nothing's already claimed for 1 and is a little whiffy. Honestly,
year?
luckily for Pacific, they'll find a clean house after that first fight.
I mean, someone can
The
go
only man
run the
standing is
numbers
Kachao.
for me, but I
One man
think
that
Pacific
invested into
have
this
won
round
more
and
maps
will
than
look to try
DFM.
and win it. That's another player dropped.
Spike
right.
down A.
So I think 23 DFM, but
This
you can
is
check the map.
mental.
You can
He
check
still
that.
took down Cooper. That
But then
was
it's
not the, of all the things I thought he was going to do, that was not the one.
Even as I saw him start to do it, I was like, he's not going to. Oh, he is.
Oh,
He's
actually,
a madman. And fair enough.
think
Gets
Fury
his
will
one
worse.
before it created an opportunity there.
25 Fury
Really
would have
highlighted
worse.
why I hate playing against Neon. How do you ever expect me to hit that shot? Luckily, there's
The good
more
thing
capable
is-
players here.
With the
Apex.
kills, he actually does now
Apex are
have
quite
enough.
bad. Were they
to
worse
get
than Bleed?
Exactly like Shields and a Vandal.
Worked out perfectly.
That is what you call perfect math and not insanity.
Yes, he counted on getting those two.
Exactly. He knew what he was doing.
2G
Calculated risk.
actually won some games.
for
I
Fireflux.
think
They've
2G
taken
had
a few
periods
weapons
where they
away,
actually
but the credits are still pretty healthy
were
on Pacific. Look,
a
this is as
competitive bomb
good a start to
team.
a bounce back as I think you could ever imagine. 2-1 up after losing the pistol. Operator bought up by Deadink. That's definitely a danger to be fearful of, but considering it's on the B line, there's not too much of a worry. Pacific playing a default for now. Looking for that late mid
Fifth,
control.
put whoever you
I
want
do
there.
like this idea from them to
Fuck it.
avoid
I'm
those
gonna put
extremity early
fucking-
fights. You know there's op money on the line. You know Deadink's been doing a lot of work with it as well. And they're really passive in B main because they know that Deadink can push up. He can always TP back, and he's the kind of player that would take that risk. uncharacteristic patience. Denik has been sat still for almost a minute now, staring at this angle. And his opportunity is soon to come. The Prowler's caught him, but it's been broken from far away. Still, I think that position has made them spooked.
Well, yeah, they've used the Nightfall and not gone off the back of it whatsoever. 2 ultimates close to being available, but close doesn't really get you anything. Can Denik get out of there? He should be dead to rights, and he will be.
Okay, big, but Kachav killing Alorante is also very big. They know there's no lurk now.
Man advantage at level. And instead now it looks like they're going to play into the retake.
Spike planted.
Joke's over. Oh, well, Ruse sold early, works for Pacific.
But Kachow's got to get that kill.
Advantage, and the info. I think that was all 3 players spotted. 7 wastes no time getting in their face.
Okay, hold on, they might be back.
Pacific 3-1 up, and a great idea this round. Initial default, then they play a fake towards the B site. The Prowler showed them there was someone on the B line, but they just freeze. And of course that guy keeps the B line info.
Playing Omen Astra?
Sees nobody peeking. They start to think it's a fake. It looks like the worst fake of all time.
Very good on this.
But in fact, it was a ruse. A readable ruse, in a way, by design. And that'll get them around. Look, getting on the site hasn't even been a problem for Pacific. It has been in those retakes, so that's definitely one checkbox ticked.
I got the wrong read this round.
Back to a low buy for Fireflux.
Shadows traveling.
At least for now, the read they have is the wrong one, although saying that, 4 players now look to rotate in towards the heavens. Molotov is going to block them off. The knowledge after sound was made. Stuns up, just trying to put the pressure onto Waddle, and he has been caught. Overdrive even popped in this scenario. It might be a little bit audacious, and it's turned into a game of whack-a-mole with everybody getting whacked. Denik the only one left. He has got the spike, and that's all she wrote. A second kill made it a little bit interesting, but never really any danger.
Considering the first map, honestly, I saw him get that second.
Hey, big round, otherwise could be in some trouble.
I think if he 1v5s with a classic in the vent, I think we just end the game there.
Yeah, it reminded me of the drop from Batunax. He gets a rifle in the round, quickly spirals. Luckily, Waddle was there to clean up before things got out of control. A timeout now called by Fireflux.
Hold on, they forced a timeout.
A 4-1 start. Yeah, you look at some.
4-1 after throwing a second round. Don't be alone on site, by the way, against the second round if you can't escape. You got like a judge or something. But also don't buy a judge second round. That's the thing in the second rounds, especially defense side. I think second rounds, like too many people try to win flawlessly, but like the swing in just like winning that round to losing that round, like as long as you win, even if you just got 1 person alive, right? Just winning that round is like, okay, it's not a disaster. It's not ideal, but it's not a disaster, right? You're still in a good spot. But the swing in terms of losing that round is like so gigantic that it's really never really worth the risk of trying to play anything, like any risks really.
And
true, they are good at split. I mean, that's a good point. Like Fireflux coaches probably trolled here. They could have picked maybe any map other than this.
There was no challenge in the first map. You come in here, you feel like you're the better team, you take your foot off the gas a little bit. You don't look at the road as much, and that's when accidents happen.
Maybe a map veto issue there.
4-1 up, Fireflux with a timeout. They're locked in. Nice wall by 7. Giving him a gap for that flash, but no kill converted. And Hezekiah ends up taking him down. Then they drop Ninja in mid. And this is looking like the immortal Fireflux of before. An infallible force.
I see.
Although they've lost Batu, great C's alongside the Snakebite to pick up 1. Still a man behind.
The convergence path was used to get them that opener, to make it more awkward 4-7. Cupid's reposition.
Heavy fire
I look to do the same. All players are about to convene on the same angle. The dive out will get them the info, but can they work off those trades? Good paranoia from Cupid. In fact, he's going to be able to clear up the remaining couple. Alorante finds Reezy on the other side.
I'm going to go get the rest
well,
of
that paranoia basically turned the entire round.
I'll be back.
Yeah, this is the first time where I'll say Pacific are playing the game. Like, they're hitting obstacles and adapting to them. I didn't think it would be here on Split. Yes, somewhere they've got a lot of experience, but they should have outmatched Fireflux in that department in the last map. And yet you look back at that, you think about the rounds where Cooper had the Reckoning to play with. As soon as he got it online, Fireflux, they played off-site on Summit. No matter which side that all went towards, they would have dodged it. They had the game plan, they had the reads on a map that should have been a surprise for them, or at least have some uncomfortable growing pains. It was anything but. But now Pacific 5-1 up and against Pistols. They've lost Cupert right off rip, but they've seen the mid push. They only saw one player, I guess, so no reason to instantly pick up the pace. And by the time they go, not only does the blind catch 7, but Fireflux are already here. TP into the backside. That's a brave play by Reezy, but he will be put in the ground for his brazen attempt. And it should be a cleanup for the Rifles now. Still some danger. Ka-chow! 2 kills already, and Batu's here to play. This is getting scary for Pacific. A round that should have been granted, but they have to earn it now.
I was going to say Seekers could be used, and that actually kind of saves Hezekiah. I think the Seeker being shot shrouded his position. He's still just waiting patiently for Ninja to make the peak. Only with a pistol in hand, but everything has been only with a pistol in this round thus far. Ninja might just try and reset this. Try and play with the element of surprise, but the time is now ticking further and further in favor of Hezekiah. He has not moved. He's just waiting at the jump across. Is a bold way to play that. A risky one that clearly Ninja thought he had the element of surprise. He did not, as it ended up as a motor thrifty.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Ninja to lose. You wanted that bit of confidence built up on the Phoenix. We've seen 7 land those shots. We've seen Alorante, even Cupert having that big round. Waddle there as well, but the Phoenix has been quiet. This would have helped, but put to bed by a Sheriff. The jump peek in, not kind to him, and well, the taunting immediate on the other side. They're wondering, what were you thinking?
Same.
Was thinking, I don't think he's there anymore. I think that's about the only thing he was thinking. Setting. It could be in a bit of trouble here, but Malt doesn't look like it. The switch
doesn't go very far.
Takes Ninja, goes back half a meter on the TP, and he's been set up unpressured. Now has Hezekiah covering from the corner. And this gets dangerous for Pacific that wanted to pressure this side. They did not understand the strength
I was the
they were
Pacific
running
good luck
into.
charm, wasn't I?
And they'll get the read at the end there. Every remaining player for Fireflux was on this A site for that final battle. And for Pacific, that's got to be alarm bells. You're being read.
Yeah, I think
I have to watch it. Okay, hold on.
Now Pacific
They push mid,
5-1 up.
contact push mid, and it worked.
So
What?
no reason to instantly pick up the pace, and by the time they go, not only does the blind catch 7, but Fireflux are already here. TP into the backside. That's a brave play by Reezy.
4v3
but he will be
they
put
lost.
in the ground for his brazen attempt. And it should be
Well,
a
he even
cleanup
got
for
back into a
Rifles
good
now.
spot.
Still some danger. Ka-chow! 2 kills already, and Batu's here to play. But they have to earn it now.
I was going to say Seekers could be used, and that actually just wait. Pistol play. To get the jump across is a bold way to play that. A risky.
Okay, VNB then if you got flash.
One rafter.
Okay, I'm warning on A.
There's 2.
Go.
One here, one here.
Positivity streams.
3, 2, 1.
Bring them down.
I'm Molly City, go side. I'm gonna flash. 3, 2, 1.
You can
One after, one after.
You're good.
Bend the gap.
I'm reloading.
Go in. Go side.
1, 2.
Go together. Swing rafter, swing rafter.
Maybe main.
Main.
Top main.
Behind us.
Can't see.
No one's holding that, bro.
Last player
Empty.
standing.
Empty. All of them be mid.
4 ults up.
In zone, flawless.
Yeah, that's a big round for Fireflux.
Why are none of
We
you
talked
holding
about
the heaven
Pacific.
push?
How are they going to maneuver their way back into this one? Well, they didn't even get started in that round. That
I missed the bad part. What, the jump? It's certainly interesting. I'll give him that. I don't remember seeing a B split with 4 people in heaven. Maybe unless the time is very low or no one is there. Where someone didn't hold
Go
heaven.
left at it.
He didn't go left, and he could have then also cleared the right.
Because it did look to me like he missed the timing on connecting on the trail, but then I thought, well, maybe there was a reason, but you are right. He did just put it straight. So maybe he would, at that angle, no, I don't think it would catch the guy on the left. So that's a bit tough.
Well,
it's a bit tough.
You'd normally
Too slow.
swing it around a bit just in case someone's on the right.
Do a little wiggle with that thing.
Guys,
I know what you
I've
mean.
cleared left.
He would have shot it probably. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, it's not a pretty look. And I think the slow pace worked on B with that fake, but it's...
Blinded.
It blinded. It certainly didn't work in this round. And I think looking at Summit, that was a lot of the problems. Like Fireflux were pushing A, going, oh, there's no one here. Let's go 4B.
Does he eat anything else other than Weetabix and pizza? I knew someone was going to say this.
When we do this. But
You are the same people who like, oh, we need to reinforce the wings of our
play
plane.
a dangerous game.
You are the exact same people. Literally put the picture of the fucking Spitfire up
with
with the little holes through the wings. You are those people. Like, yes, obviously, I eat food that is very quick to make so that I can get back in time to watch when I'm streaming. Obviously, I'm not going to fucking cooking up a fucking 5-course meal, am I?
It looks like the plan is to try and dive.
Because if I did, if I'm gone for even just a brief minute, oh, chair stream, oh, where's DMV, oh, blah, 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 blah.
With 40 seconds
So yeah, when I'm streaming, I intentionally choose, and in fact, during busy periods like now, I even intentionally choose when I do have time to make food to never eat those things because I know, oh, well, then if I'm on stream and I need to eat some food, well, then I can just do one when I'm on stream in case I need to.
Worked again. They won't find a free site this time. They won't find one man defending. A quick TP over from the shadows. Emerges Reezy. 4 players here by the time the push comes in again. Fireflux, it looked like they were being caught off guard, but Pacific take so long that everybody's home. 6 seconds, a plant needed. Waddle has to stick, and he's not got anybody to help him through it. No time left. And the round falls to Fireflux again. It looked like the pace had some promise to it here, but Pacific, they've ended up fumbling again. Fireflux now 5-5.
Yeah, the
Just use Factor Meals, sponsor of the VOD
It
Fathers.
looked like Pacific had to read in some of these earlier rounds, but you see the
But if I'm getting sponsored by it, I want them to just give it to me.
And this time, that was one of the criticisms I had early in this half from Fireflux, that there wasn't a lot of
Said they only
synergy
give
when
it to
they hit the
fucking
timing.
Shio.
That was good, though, from Kachao. The second the Convergence part that he's in with the ult, he waits a little bit longer to utilize it at the right time. And while buy after buy after buy for Pacific, they've still got the credits to invest. They've still got that Viper's Pit. But this early pace is already dragging a lot of defenders, and Hezekiah starts off again with an opener. It seems like he's red, though. The trade's back, not bad. That's mental. But the jump out from Deading. He does manage to escape back. But it feels like it's more on Reezy in this round now.
Deading seems very comfortable taking risks. Curious to see how he approaches this one through the pit. With the operator, a blind fire, not going to get anything. A spam, Alarante's low, and he'll be dropped. Now down goes the pit. They're fleeing for cover towards the elbow, being picked off as they go. Deading with 2 and 3, and it's Fireflux for the lead. No matter what they do, it feels like once Fireflux
Again, I swear,
find their
Viper's
rhythm,
Pit A
there is
might be
no stopping
negative
them.
EV.
Like, I was looking at that with Deading low. By the way, he took 0 damage from that point onwards, but I was like, there's no way with him, with an operator, and with them having a Viper's Pit, 2 healthy players within it. I was like, there's no way they get out of it. But even the second the pit drops, it just looks like sheer panic from the remaining couple of players. And wow, that 5-1 lead has very quickly dissipated into exactly the same thing we were witnessing on map 1.
Thinky man's Valorant certainly not working out for now. 7-5, a possible scoreline for a Fireflux that was
What the fuck is he bringing me into it for?
Promising first
I don't
half
work for fucking
from
Pacific.
And yet, all that promise is faded now. all that remains was the fears of what could be that loss streak looming for Fireflux. Stepping back onto this stage for Batu Nax, he has a score to settle himself. It looks like he's taking it seriously. Dead Ink are risk-averse individual. He's up in A main. He's got no TP.
Get my name out your fucking mouth.
My guy is stuck here. Could obviously go for the dash, but has to get it out and then get out. Deep Flash was going to confirm there's some players here. Dead Ink ready and waiting, and he has to dive out. 30 HP will make it around the corner with an offense enough to set him up, maybe to find a pick in a moment's time, but now they're already enemy at the gates. Hold on, Kachau's found one. And now the reinforcements from heaven bursting out as Batu finds another, but Dead Ink is falling.
2v2.
Sporting those scars from earlier, he couldn't take more than a hit, but Reezy and Hezekiah end up in a 2v2. It's not a bad situation when the retakes have looked great so far.
The fight out from 7. Ninja needs to double his kills. He's been having a rough time, and the jump across is perfect. He was never going to be able to
5-1
get
to
that player
7-5.
bouncing around on the site. From 5-1 down, it's going to be Fireflux taking the half with a lead.
That's got to be a great feeling for Fireflux, the players returning to the stage and those new to it. A lead on map number 2 and a chance to 2-0 one of VCT EMEA's own. And one boy who's been doing a lot of this work is Kachau, drawing eyes.
That's just rough. How many maps have they won, Pacific? Three? They won 7 maps. That's not bad, actually. That's like half their games they're winning a map. If you can't get UWC. Yeah, but you don't look like a Chris. What do you fucking mean? Go on, what name do I look like? Aaron. Bruh.
Screw the legacies of teams. Does the region's PR suffer if Tier 2 teams beat Tier 1 teams?
Carl? Ain't no way you're saying fucking Carl.
This man is incredibly rat.
Edward. Fucking hell. Not that posh. Boris? Boris isn't even his name. What is his name? What is Boris Johnson's real name?
Is finished. If it keeps going
It's very
this way,
posh.
and if it does, Fireflux could be in with a chance of going all the way to Barcelona. That's right, as I've told you before, our Stage 2 finals are in Barcelona. Scan that QR code if you want to get your tickets and get them before they're gone. Available now, but for a limited time only. Hopefully we'll see you over in Barcelona. The crowd there always goes ham, just like the crowd here. For Fireflux, 7-5. What?
It goes Hamon.
It goes Hamon. Oh my goodness. Uli brought me some Hamon. I just remembered I got it in my fridge. It's a good day for me. Hopefully Pacific have got to pick me up as well, because this isn't looking good. Yes, it's a 7-5 half, but Tom, all of the wind is filling Fireflux's sails.
Yeah, for sure. It was
I'm guessing
a
wrong.
5-1. I know I've said it a few times, just in case you just joined in. It was 5-1 for Pacific. And then they lost 6 in a row. Nice start from Waddle, though. The Pistols have not gone their way so far. But Waddle has been having a good game. His 13th kill. But they are going to have to give up the plant. Now, time has been a talking point all the way through this game, be it too slow to get in or too slow to retake.
Well, yeah, especially the end of Summit. The clock was not kind to Pacific. Alorante taking his time on the flank, be meeting up with the ramp players and realizing no one's here as Fireflux have taken a proactive approach, fighting up into heaven.
Oh, it's the
Then
ramp
they had
retake.
Kachao push through screens as well, full control of the spawn. They flipped the spawn completely, and now it's
Not
an
quite
awful
left, though.
situation for Alorante. He went to meet up with the crew, but the crew was already gone by the time he got there. 8-5. And the one silver lining here, Tom, is Pacific have won 2 out of 3 of round 2. So that's good. Lost all the pistols.
Yeah, 100% still going for Fireflux. But they make it look so comfortable. Like, this was a 4v5 that, honestly, you could have told me this was a 5v2 in favor of Fireflux. Like, they just look so comfortable the second that spike is down. And, well, Pacific looks so uncomfortable on the retake. It's almost a high five.
That was gorgeous. Again,
And the game.
realizing they had to fight for some space, and I think Fireflux have been really good as a group at identifying what control they have, what control they don't have, and of that, what they need to take. I really
Take me
enjoyed
to
watching them
Enterprise.
play this game. I'm sure Pacific don't, but other than that, it has been a joy to see them on this stage, and I think they've got some distance to go if they keep this up. The problem, genuinely, if we are to highlight any problem for Fireflux, is they have lost 2 out of 3 of what should be easy anti-ecos in these second rounds. It doesn't
gonna lose this
look
one.
like
they're gonna be
Kachao's going to
okay.
let that happen again. He's got 4 already, and a chance for an ace. Now, Fizzy stole an ace yesterday.
They're
I'm
healing him up.
hoping that the gang is going to give
Oh,
Kachao
this is
the
all
chance to
management.
take it across the
I
line.
like this. They've given him the plant as well. A chance for an ace.
Yeah, look.
We've seen this
getting
already. This is a
spaded.
good teammate right here. Oh, he's going to get it in the end. Kachao, 17 years
Those
of
aces
age,
should be
and he's
fucking
got his
-3. If you
first
get an ace on the
ace
second
over
round, it
here
should be a
on the
-3.
VCT EMEA stage.
In
A
VFL.
fantastic achievement for someone so young. And while you were mentioning the fact that they've struggled to convert some of these second rounds, one of the main reasons is because they only go in with 1 rifle in a lot of these runs. But nonetheless,
Bro, you own the game.
that 1 rifle
Don't
this
make me
time
ban you,
was
Shuna.
more than enough.
Oh, yeah. Well, in the
America's
hands of
games today.
Kachao, there might have been some well-placed pistol shots that put him to bed earlier on. But this time, that's not the case. Cloud9.
I mean, 100
might not be
Thieves.
their order, but it must be where they're at. Fireflux
Oh my God.
feeling confident. Let's
Oh
listen to
my
the
God.
end of this round.
Just styling on them changing guns.
Backside galiba.
Heaven'a. Çıksana ne? Ha çok iyi.
Heaven'a bakıyorum.
Heaven da bende.
Evet,
Sakin. Heaven da Heaven da.
Görmüyor beni.
Heaven. Ekstra yapar.
Ben kapanacağım.
Feed horn to the moon.
Kachao, that was quick. Double digits seemingly on the board already in Pacific.
Saving,
do
fuck
not
me.
want to
Save till you
contest that.
lose,
They're
boys.
running to the other side of the map. At this point, they might be running out of the studio pretty soon. This is going to be much like every other Pacific game day, a day that these players want to forget unless things change very soon. On track to set a record that nobody, I mean, they already did in tying for it, but setting a record in this way, being smashed. And yes, this is not an opponent that's they're expected to beat even individually, but geez, they're expected to compete.
Do you know what the good thing is?
What's that?
So, if they lose 14 in a row, they set the record for the most losses ever.
Okay.
They
I'm
go
not
into the
seeing
lower
good thing.
bracket,
Okay.
win every game to champs is the greatest story of all time.
It is. I've described them as, being the team that has the biggest potential to make a Mighty Ducks run, mainly because of their starting position. And that's
Started
good.
from the bottom.
God, Mitch and Tom are just trolling them. They're actually just trolling them. They're just literally saying, these guys are so shit. Wouldn't it be funny if they just went on a run? Oh, Jesus. Dio, thanks for the 41 months.
I just got
I mean, what
here
was
and
the
don't
Detroit
know the
Lions
score,
losing
but Tier
record?
1 stinks spoo.
What? No, didn't the Bucks in the 70s or 80s like lose 20 something in a row? Like across seasons.
on this map. In fact, if anything, they all kind of started a little bit slow, and then since then, he has been ridiculously good. And what? 10-5. He's got his ult.
What's the worst
Birch
basketball
is
run of all
actually
time?
Still not the best coming in from Pacific. They don't have any ults.
Anyone lose
even
40 games in a row in
remotely close.
basketball?
And for the majority, they have light shields, meaning Dead Ink is going to be ever
23.
the more effective, as if that was
It was last
needed.
year.
I just noticed that it was. I think he was 2-5
record
when I
is
said
28.
Ninja on the Phoenix really needs a bit of confidence. In the clutch, he lost jumping out. He still got 2 kills.
Yeah.
So I think it's 2-15 at this point. Not great. Not great. This is good space taken by Dead Ink towards the B site somehow.
What is bro doing?
He's not dead. He's still not. How is he not dead? What is this? He's reloading. He's got another shot off. He's got the kill. What?
Swap players. We want to look at someone else. I can't believe he's dead. We're moving on. The guy on B's dead.
Man.
The guy on B's dead.
You guys
Keku
didn't
did it
see
in
that either. Maybe some of you were looking at the minimap, but we need that in the replay. How is Dead Ink alive? Pacific, just honestly,
Maybe it's Dead Ink for sure.
phone it in. Throw in the towel.
Not quite Dead Ink.
Not quite Dead Ink. Very alive Ink. What is difficult to kill that which is already dead? You can't kill the chances of Pacific. Ninja's gonna kill! And he's dead. And he's dead.
To Dead Ink who's on the latest flank around ever after his fake it to be. This is one of the... I'm not sure whether to say weirdest or worst. This is not a good round of Valorant. Not even an enjoyable round of Valorant.
He's killed 3 people when he should have been dead already.
This is one of the worst rounds I think I've ever
Honestly,
seen.
Batu, can you feed? Batu, if you feed, he has the chart. No, okay.
No, he killed him because he's tagged 140.
There you go. Batu's not feeding. He went in with his last bullet of the shorty.
I'm not sure we can show this on air. This is they're being brutalized.
Are we after? Is it after the watershed?
Get the replay.
No,
Get the
it's
replay.
not.
Get the replay of Dead Ink. I just want to see Dead Ink. I don't care about Ninja. Ah! Why would you show me that? Look at this. Look at this.
He
Look at
dives
this.
forward, really far away. He's just spinning around. Move out of his way. And then...
No, but no, not from Cooper's perspective, please! 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 Unplug something. Tom, pull that cable out. Pull that cable out!
That's not even the whole thing. It doesn't even show the moment he dies.
No, there's like 3 more missed shots and a jump.
Don't worry. I'm sure...
I feel like I'm going to pass out.
Right.
Woosah. Woosah. What did Martin Lawrence tell us? Okay, we got this. 11-5. 2 rounds for Fireflux to put us all out of our misery. Jeez, Ninja, all right, calm down. That's his 4th kill. He's just random spam Batu through the smoke. If I thought that would affect the round, that would be bad. But for Fireflux, I just need to see Dead Ink alive, and I know they've got no chance on Pacific. He stood here with a shorty. He's walking into the smoke. He's missed them both. He's missed them both.
How's he missed them both?
And yet still, he's walked in. Put 7-41. Ninja's on 5 and taken down. B main, at least under Pacific's control, but the plant coming in.
He planted just wide open.
It's the confidence.
The thing is, it's 4v2, and you genuinely think, yeah.
How good they've been
The
so
problem
far.
is, you really do believe, like, this is about 50-50 now.
Oh, they know there's no one in B main. It's not planted for them, so they are going to have to go back. But now they know, at least for now, the B main is clear. Kachow, hoping for a little bit of cheeky spam. Instead, it's going to be Reezy. He's got to be careful from the spawn.
Oh my god.
Okay, wonderful shot. Comes down to just Kachow. I say just Kachow because that's been enough in most circumstances, but Waddle will be able to hold the
Just
line.
about got it.
And they will get that defuse over. Pacific up to 6. I'm going to have a sit down.
They swapped defuse for the orb, and I know there's plenty of time, but I just want to say, if I was them, as soon as I start defusing, man, I'm not letting go. After the way Summit ended, I'd be too scared. I genuinely believed Dead Ink was going to get all the kills there. Genuinely believed that Kachow was going to close it out. It has just felt like for Fireflux, they are the better team.
This has been a fun game.
Tier 1
I have to
team
say, this has
in
been
this matchup,
probably one of the
certainly
best casts I think we've
feels
had
like
in some
that
time.
in so many of these
I feel
fights.
like Mitch and Tom
5-1 down and
have
now
been
sit
perfect for this game.
11-6 off what was
They've hit the
honestly a tight
perfect notes
conclusion
this game.
to a 4v2. Fireflux
This is
Well, I
reaching
don't think it will have
Apex
affected
KC
their mental
levels.
whatsoever. They move into this round.
Yeah, the KC Apex
away,
again,
Deadic
Pansy and Hypoc
adding another
definitely
ultimate to the board. The
definitely
Seekers online
helped
as
that
is.
game.
And a
I
slow
do
round
think that
here
is the
isn't really gonna
difference
be that
between often
punishing
like
with what they have to work
casters
with.
who
Even
are
on
like,
the
you know,
utility belts alone, but
casters
added
who are a
those
bit
Seekers.
more
Yeah, you can wait a while to see if you find
established,
some-
let's say. Holy fuck.
He got one, and that's
I feel
good
like, you know,
enough.
are more
With
willing
Seekers,
to like
that's the
just
job
tell
done,
the
but
truth,
look how
right?
confident they are that
If
Hezekiah
something is
solo
shit,
swings.
just
I
call it
expect
out.
him to swing into this ult, to be honest, just to show
Sometimes
him
the game
what's
is shit.
But he won't. Thankfully, he's a smarter player. Doesn't need to use the ego or feed it.
Space has already been taken. The double smokes will give them plenty of space. While this 3v5 almost feels like a
You're not saving.
Hail Mary. Prayers is all that Pacific have left.
They got
I
no
think
credits,
fuck.
man. Like, this should be a save, but are you going to give him 12?
Yeah, I think it,
Maybe you do give him 12, though. You fight 3v5 here, you probably lose. How you just lost to a contact play from one guy in A main? Both players. The first one could at least say, I was holding the angle, but I was just zoned out a sec. A little surprised. Wasn't it? What was it? Automatic who used to say you have to, or was it Stewie? It was about jiggling your mouse in the middle of the round just to keep your eyes awake. Yeah, you get that excuse. Second guy, not so much. And Hezekiah finding them both. Hezekiah as well, right? We talk about Kachao, Deadink opening rounds, Batu being the closer in so many. And now the Smokes players getting involved for those opening fights. It's not a normal strategy,
man.
but it worked perfectly.
yeah, I think they're pretty much confident in anything they can
That's
do.
I saw someone
sick
say that
keyboard,
when
what the hell?
Ender was negative to
That's a
Sen,
secret.
the Sen fans got mad.
That's what I don't have.
Lucky they didn't have steel casting. I mean, you could play
Yes,
almost flawless
that's
Valor
what
and
it is.
steel
It's
would be
the
on your
only
ass.
thing that I'm missing. Okay, all right, I'm gonna get on that. 12-6. Tom, sell me some hope for the comeback here for Pacific. Defensive side split. You remember that used to be super dominant? You know? Ninja got a few kills last couple rounds. A few, two. But, you know, you're not buying it? Sell me this pen. Denning should be dead. But no.
think the silver lining is that it'll be over soon.
Spike planted.
Post plant, Nightfall in play.
Okay. Okay.
Wary about the closer angle, and they definitely should be. Nightfall about to be used. He swung into it. Kachao doesn't care, and neither does Deadic. Deadic goes in for more. Ninja's been
go,
able
Ninja.
to pick up a quick couple. Nowhere near his ult, but his teammate is.
Okay,
And now
I
just
mean,
two
it should
players
be a
trapped
win.
at the back of the site. A tough hold to have, maybe not. Both players stunned up, but there's no swing
There's
off it.
no
What do they know?
fucking
Utility
way.
in hand, but Batu is quicker. A 2v4 to end it. It would be almost an encapsulation of how this game has got. Batu is just sat in the molly. He just waited to buy that time down, and it's already done. They are the new holders of the longest loss streak, and more importantly, Batu has ended his. He comes in with a new team, no longer.
Well, that's tough. Next, we get to see Fnatic do it. Don't worry, Fnatic next, guys. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's see Fnatic lose. I will only be staying for one map, unfortunately. But it's fine. Enterprise will win 13-3 and we'll know where it's going. Right. So one of you is guilty. You must have at least one of them be guilty. Let me think about this. So, let's say you're guilty. Right? If you're guilty, you need to have more guilty neighbors than you. So that would mean everyone here is innocent. And that would mean that one of you two is guilty. Right. If you're both guilty, then you can have one more guilty. So in that scenario, you could be guilty. You could be guilty. They all could be guilty in that scenario. But if it was you, all of the other ones are innocent. I don't think that's getting me anywhere. All right, let's see if I've missed something. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to work out. Steve has exactly 6 innocent neighbors. Yeah. Only one of the 2 innocents neighboring Bobby is Daniel's neighbor. He only has 2 innocents neighboring him, which means that there are 2 guilties. You are guilty. Good. All innocents. Well, that's what I missed. Daniel has exactly 4 criminal neighbors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gary's one of 2 or more innocents in row 2. It's 2. Yeah. All innocents in row 4 are connected. Now here's the thing. So you have one more guilty. You have one more guilty. They're all connected. Well, they can't all be guilty. Can't all be guilty. Can they? You were guilty. That's your 2. You were guilty. That's your 2. Oh, yeah, no, they can't. Vicky has more innocent neighbors than Evie. Okay. Well, that's either 1 or 2. But it's at least 1. So if you know that one of these is innocent. Wait, you have more innocent neighbors than Evie. It must be at least 1. And if it's at least 1, you have to be innocent because they're all connected. An odd number of criminals to the right of Karen. So that's 1. There is 1 criminal to the right of Karen, which means that you are innocent. Row 4 has more innocents than any other row. But you also must be innocent. This one has 3. Steve and Tyler have 3 innocent neighbors in common. Okay, so it's 1, 2, and then one of those 2 is innocent and 1 is not. Means that Logan is. Odd number of criminals in column C, which means they're the same. Doesn't help me though. You're the same as you. This is where one of those older clues will come back. Right, you have 2 criminal neighbors. You're the opposite of Mary. Mary is guilty and Isaac's guilty. You're innocent, you're innocent. And you're innocent. You're guilty. And you're guilty. Innocent, guilty. But both work. Right, hold on. Evie has more criminal neighbors than Ruby. Right, so if you were guilty, it would mean that you are guilty. That works. Evie has more criminal neighbors than Ruby. You're innocent. You're innocent. That would be 2, and you've got 1. And you could be anything. That still works. All criminals in column D are connected. That works either way. Four has more innocence than the other row. Yep, already true. What am I missing? Gary is one of 2 or more. Yep. Also making TMV be positive a whole map or redeem? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. What the fuck? Evie has more criminal neighbors than Ruby. She's got 2. They were both innocent. Vicky has to be innocent. You're guilty and you're guilty, then Ruby has 2, so you have to be... Tyler has more criminal neighbors than Karen. More criminal neighbors than Karen. You got 1. Holy, that one was not easy.
We're on the case to see if we can find Fnatic.
Can they find Fnatic? Probably not. Righto. Close.horse. Oh, horse. 9 walls. That must be 1. Could either go here or there. That's not a ton of space. Must be 1. I'm gonna say it's there. And that. One there. There. That's a score of 34. That must be correct. That must be correct. The 1. That. $41. Right. Brought you. Where would I bring you though? Exactly. Fucking perfect. Let's go.
They're not even out the back. Unless.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
They've had a few of those. They've lost their last 3 series on this stage. Now they're going up against old friends
9
in a way,
minutes.
because that's what it feels like Enterprise are. This is the worst possible Challengers team that I think that you could come up against. The fact that they got these guys in the draw show is not great, because you have a Fnatic that now they've kind of hit that rock bottom. I guess the only way is up for them, but you have an Enterprise that have been dominating the Challengers League.
Yeah.
Since Challengers North and Challengers East actually
Give us the-
merged, this
give us the
organization
two
as a whole
maps
has been
around,
dominating the
Fred.
Challengers region. And of course, they had a complete roster rebuild coming into 2026 with a lot of familiar names, as you were mentioning, a lot of old faces, a lot of new faces. Yeah, it's
Watch
really
old
nice to
plant
see.
chat vids.
Yeah, and look, when the team's playing
I mean, I am at war with the broadcast. Playing copyright music. Plant chat clips. Comes up. Is there a best of plant chat 24? Is there a best of plant chat 23? Seems not. Let's watch 24 part 1.
Think is where we put these two teams.
It's a
Beside Sentinel, so we can flip the coin.
Can you tell us which direction the coin lands then, Bren? Because I mean, come on, man.
Heads is Sentinels, tails is Common Core.
Okay, go ahead and play it out.
In my head?
Yes.
Play the metal pipe sound. Play it again. My mind's blank.
We flip the coin for Bren's thoughts. If it's Sen, we flip the coin for the tiebreaker.
Be one with the coin.
Which one is heads? Which one is heads, Bren?
I don't know.
He
I don't know.
say
Okay,
until we
Sentinels
flip.
is heads.
we
Sentinels is
cannot.
heads.
And I just gotta flip the coin?
Yeah, it's flipping.
Who won?
Heads.
Yeah, it was heads. It was Sentinels. All right, well that means that we've got
to.
So Sentinels is heads again, but this time it's versus Carmine Core.
Come on, baby.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
Oh God.
Oh!
Let's go.
I never win the coin flip
City, baby. My blood is red.
How likely is this to be extraordinarily wrong?
Incredibly. Yeah, wait. I won.
This is my perfect power rankings, though. No, I would have had Common Core one.
What are you talking about? It was you put in center one.
Can we, the four of us, decide to make a pact that we will all do something very silly and embarrassing if Detonation wins? If they
Win
win
the whole
their
group?
They play. Yeah, if they win the whole group, that will
If
do
Detonation
something.
win the whole group, I'll detonate my house. I'll blow the whole thing up. No, TNT underneath the building, Minecraft style. This shit's going to the roof. I'll detonate for Detonation.
One of the biggest strengths that I think they have coming into this, and one of the reasons why I think that they're going to be able to win stage.
Hello? Oh, something's going on in Seoul today.
Was it you that got hit by the dildo? Was that?
Oh, that was a good one though. Dude, someone hit me with the dildo.
There's not Wingman. What would Wingman even taste like?
What?
I think it would be like.
I think he would be sweet.
I think the texture would be quite nice to bite into. I think it would give, it'd be a little bit of give. It'd be like a gummy bear, wouldn't he?
It's the Super Week, so we're all exhausted. Josh is trying to evade his taxes.
No businessman would ever do drugs illegally. They wouldn't do it.
It rolls teams that are just playing like heavy retake protocols with the double initiators.
Remind
and so
me,
actually,
which team was
I
playing?
fuck with it heavy when they were playing.
Which team
it.
was playing
It looked
Icebox
really, really good,
with
but
like
yeah.
KO Gecko?
They'll figure it out. I'm sure. I'm sure this won't be a Backfired guarantee. What's going on?
We both just had a full
What's up with
conversation
Mike?
over each other, and I don't think either of us realized what was going. Can you hear me?
Why can't I
Yes.
hear Mimi?
I think
Apart
you
from
may have
Mimi.
locally muted Mimi somehow.
How the hell? What?
Wait, you can do that?
Play it,
What's
play
up,
it,
Flat
I'm
Jet
ready.
Nation? It's your boy TMV, and I'm here to talk about NRG. Because yesterday I made a 46-minute long video about their struggles on the attack side. But I know for the younger generation like Bren, Mimi, they've got brain rot. They can't pay attention that long. So I thought I'd summarize it for them in a way that they might relate to.
Feeling the heat has been turned up. Wild now this play. Jorgenman with the bucket in hand. He's even dodged the flash. APM off the bloody charts from this guy. And that one's paved the way. Committing one of the blades. We're moving away from that. They're flying through and forwards. This is a sight that's going to be great now for them. And opening
Yeah. Yeah, that's relatable.
Wait, did we all have somebody different at number one?
Yes. Sliggy had Leo, Sideshow had Texture, Bala had something, and Brett had Ospas. And oh my god, Sliggy had Devi at rank 4. No one else had Devi on the top 15.
Wow, dude. It's just for that. I would love to get a rundown of
Friends,
1 to 15.
I'll go from 1 to 15 for Bren.
Okay.
Rank 1, Ospas, Texture, CNED, Jing, Something, Kang, Alphayear, Bang, Durka, Leo, Mazzino, Meteor, Forsaken, Craxus, and Asuna.
You're going too fast,
It's like I'm on a roller coaster.
I have too many reactions. From number 7 onwards,
Let's start,
that was
yeah.
like getting punched repeatedly.
I have a confession to make.
Okay.
Didn't watch any of Fnatic's games until.
No,
DRX 4. 3, sorry. Yeah, DRX 3. 7? The bottom 4 is the bottom 4, though. Those are the bottom 4 in some order.
But
well, this is the great thing about this, because Global and Bleed play each other, and DFM and Zeta play. In fact, they might call that the worst day of Valorant.
Audacious.
How are you gonna put your headphones on? What the fuck?
hello?
Oh, we can hear you perfectly.
Sound like you're in the bucket.
Can you hear
Is this
us?
thing on?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's cooking.
Pretty good. Yes.
Wait, is KC too low?
Well, let him cook
he's
first.
cooking.
Okay.
Let him cook first.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
BBL. It's Carmine Core.
Oh, I'm getting ready for this one. You will fucking hate BBL. What? I didn't go BBL as well, but fucking flip me over. Let's take this picture.
And now they're fucking number 1 on the power ranking. Crazy.
What is this angle?
It's a very visual episode, I think.
Like, I know there are people with children who are fans of the sport, but like people are bringing their kids into it. That's so cool.
Imagine tapping into, like, really, if you're looking at this from an org owner's perspective,
Oh my
you
god.
want to try to harness the side of your fan base that's like the most down to have children, because then you'll have tons of fans for the next generation. So
You're
really, you
talking
should
about
be.
repopulating the earth with Sentinels fans?
Yeah.
They even did some things where they shield the throughout the Pikachu plant, you know. I remember shielding the Pikachu plant with ice walls where you can't spam it, you know, like small things like this.
There's no shot that Navi calls Wingman the Pikachu plant. Here it is in the picture-in-picture. Look at the time on the clock here. Takes one bounce. Takes the second bounce.
They're already in. They've been in for an age. Yeah,
and it lands. Now it's giving you information. Oh, the spike got planted.
But imagine G2's fucking discipline. They're just fucking sitting there, never peeking against Paper Rex. Paper Rex just don't know what to do because G2 only ever peaked them with 5 people. Imagine.
That'd be the most sad game to watch of all time, honestly. That'd be like having.
I don't remember doing 3
just having
shows.
a lovable puppy that's just bouncing around all over the place. And, oh, I love this puppy. It's so cute and sweet. And someone just comes in and shoots it.
They got Clove down on binds, making it look like the most impactful agent.
Oh, good Good age take there from
You've
Sliggy
probably
again.
ever seen in Valorant, I
Here we
think.
go,
TMV
here we
will
go.
agree. Still waiting for the video. The
That was
apology.
the one clove. That was a clove life game.
Or
Was I wrong? Was I wrong? I rest my case. Fnatic run starts here. Who does the winner play? Gentle mates. I mean, to be honest, yeah. I mean, either I might favor both of these teams over mates. To be honest, I think they're pretty fucked as well. Iflux might beat Heretics though. That could be fun. I mean, Job Life might be Eternal Fire. To be honest. What we got? Fnatic pick Split. I think that's a good pick. Enterprise pick Lotus. I mean, playing Fnatic on Lotus Split doesn't feel like the best map pool in the world, but they banned Breeze, which isn't great. Fnatic ban Ascent. Didn't want to go to Summit. Look, I don't know what Enterprise's map pool is, but it doesn't look like it matches up particularly great with Fnatic, but we'll see. We got fucked on it. Yeah, but just historically. Historically, this should be good for Fnatic, even if they got fucked one game against Eternal Fire. It kind of depends on how map 1 goes, I guess. Alpha's wearing a hat. That would make me worried.
Oh, the places you go.
Exactly. Well, let's see it. Is this team dead or not? Starting with Lotus. Patitech. It's good to have him back. Been a while. Never forget the fumble against Paper Rex that allowed them to win their only trophy. Patitech could have fucking destroyed Paper Rex as an org. Never forget. Right. Sky, double duelist. No Viper. Double duelist for Enterprise. Against the Alpha Chamber. Crashy's Viper. Cloud on Fade. So they've changed it around. That's their fix. To get Alpha more in there. I think put Crashies on Viper. Okay. Okay. There's a world where it makes sense. I think this is what people were talking about initially when the Cloud came in, is it makes a bit more sense for Crashies to be on a different role. Has Crashies ever played? Let's see, let's check Crashies all-time played. He has played 30 for 3 games of Cypher. He has played 10 games of Viper. His rating on it was atrocious, as it was Cypher. Played 6 games of Omen that don't have a rating because they're so long ago. And 1 game of Reyna where he dropped a 1.79 rating. Holy fuck. Put him on Reyna. Gotta put people on their best agent. Why is Cairo coming at us with a fucking diary?
I am excited for Enterprise's debut up against Fnatic because of how well they've played in Tier 2. No, absolutely.
Okay,
I mean,
let's
just
see
to
it.
paint the picture, the last time that Fnatic lost 3 games in a row in the VCT was back in 2022 at Masters Reykjavik. The final games of Magnum's time
Be a full
with the
A.
black and orange. And at their lowest point in the partnered
Yeah,
era,
bro.
he stands
Let's see
on
what
the
Kazi's
other
got.
side of the server ready to surpass them. It's from the defense that Enterprise will begin this one, and it's the early A brawl. And it is. Enterprise ready to meet it, but Fnatic shown elsewhere. And happy to wait for any re-aggression. Enterprise happy to entertain this as the ball drops, ready to go. Lime, takes away the attention, and Kazi strikes first.
Still
It's
going.
first blood.
And they just go full Team Liquid aggro.
As well. Enterprise not stopping, but is this a false fallacy?
How has Kazi lived
free,
that?
But Boaster left all alone.
How was Kazi the one to
Captain
How did
so
he
often
survive?
credited for a clutch, but as we know, this is a Fnatic out of sorts. Only a classic, and 39 HP to play with. Kazi on a Sheriff, Magnum a Ghost, and while there is some disconnect between the defenders, still a Vice setup that he has to get past if he wants to plant on C. Spoke about it in the video put out on socials about how results recently have left him doubting himself and his own ability and what he can do.
It doesn't have
for
the
team.
wall.
And what a way to correct the wrongs of the past few weeks.
30 seconds left.
Okay, I mean, he's given himself a
The
chance
biggest
here.
things for me that stood out
But
about
Magnum
that
has put
video
himself
was
in a
saying he
very
didn't have
good
any
spot.
impact, and a
I
clutch
doubt
would obviously
does he have the time to go
be
to A? He
huge
needs
for
to
them,
start
but
running if he
Enterprise
goes
have
to
already
A.
started to show that they're not afraid
Can't walk
of
all
this
this way.
Fnatic team, putting on the pressure early. And Boaster drifting all the way in behind. Doesn't have too much time left here to get the A
Okay.
plant off. He's just outside of audible range, though, from Kazi. As he breaks his way back into B, he can get the spike down. Both players here in the
Thing
spike.
is, they can close the gap here.
Magnum playing at
And so,
the
yeah,
back,
he's
of
gone
course,
a
who's had
weird way
3
of
already,
getting there, but of course he
and 1 body shot from that
can only be
Sheriff
so
would
far
make it
away now.
4. Nade is back up here, so it's precious utility into the retake. Should he need it? Should be an easy trade game. Boaster needs to try
Now,
and
if
get
they just
one
go
out
straight to
very
the spike,
clean.
he'll
Kazi
lose,
should
but
be
he's
that
not
fight.
going to.
But expects him backside. Oh, a little bit dangerous. Boaster's on 2 HP and Kazi will get
Well,
4.
it's a good start.
If you thought Jamalinho was good, if you thought Kachal was good, Kazi is another level, and he shows it in the first round. Yeah, and I mean, we're constantly going to be talking about this guy today, and well, for many years we expect onwards from this point. He only turned 16 in February, did Kazi. So he wasn't eligible to play challengers at the start of the year. That just tells you how much Valorant he's potentially got ahead of him. Yeah. But to just come back to this pistol quickly and talk about that composition change up a little bit more that we've seen. Enterprise knowing exactly what Fnatic are going to be
He's
trying
2
to
off
do
ult,
with
so
that
he
chamber
probably will get ult for
on
next
these
round.
early A peaks, and as you can see at the barrier again already, TP set up and player presence behind it. Slime the one to meet it. He is more of the scoped weapon player, and happy to concede things here early doors. Just playing with the Outlaw behind this. Fnatic could, I was going to say, look to overwhelm Enterprise here defending the A site. It's only Lime playing on spot right now. Magnum just off the shoulder with his flash, but stalled out by the util as it stands. And you're looking at building up ults here. Kazi's realistically the closest, but Magnum getting another.
Oh, maybe he won't.
Patatek making his return to the stage with a couple of kills as well. It's an in-zone flawless to just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And it's important for Fnatic fans not to overreact just yet. It's 2 rounds, and I understand that they got 13-0'd last week, but overall, I mean, it is Fnatic at the end of the day. You have bad maps, and they have shown that they can contend with the likes of KC on MCS. Yeah, I think that was basically one of the reasons why I picked into them today on the talent prediction side of things, at least. But because I've got to try and defend myself. No, I'm just being clear-cut. It's like the difference between Fnatic and Pacific is you don't believe Pacific are going to win until they do. You don't believe Fnatic are going to lose until it actually happens. And that's a great start.
That's been happening a decent amount, to be
Outlaw
fair.
finds a kill outside of C. It's good. Still can't believe you've mocked me like that. That's crazy, man. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it is. Let's see Kazi, though, rifle in hand and playing from stairs. This Fnatic scale towards the A site. Good mid-rounding from Alluri, and Kazi just misses his chance. So, same time, Enterprise have been scaling all the way through C, and Kayak needs to be careful. Hasn't quite heard the steps here either, has Kayak, so may find that Fnatic are led back into trouble, but Crashies does well to deal with the backline, and now Kayak's received his invitation to take this fight from B-Main.
I mean, it's a nice idea from Pathetic, to be honest, but
very well handled in the
that's
end.
like a bit of a pace thing there that I think they're almost there too fast.
As a team running high on confidence has been punished this time around.
I think Fnatic just need to bring it back to basics. They go and challenge the push behind them after Crashies had already got the initial kill, bringing it just to 2 players strong.
I mean, it's a decent idea, but with 3 people...
Initiator and Julius, but both players completely apart from each other.
The fact, well, I don't know why we're so far ahead here as the first one.
Does have the flash.
Like on the first one, when you round this corner,
maybe
why are you so
chance
far
to
ahead?
clear out some space
I mean,
with
obviously, the fact
boom
that Fnatic were coming back anyway is a
nothing
bit strange.
round defining here, you wouldn't feel.
Because if they just went in for a B split at that moment, they were in trouble.
A little bit of damage already dealt onto these players. Cloud hit on the back line.
Ozzy obviously would like to get a kill and die,
2
ideally.
versus 3. Still not irretrievable here from Enterprise, but time is their biggest enemy, and Fnatic favoured from that
Fnatic are on the
position in
board.
end. First round for them on Lotus.
Couple players close to death there, but lucky to get through into the next one. This is where Enterprise start to bring the full buy. I saw Lane there dancing with the idea of an operator, but decides against it, going for the rifle.
Already see a couple smiles on the face of the Fnatic
I'm
players.
standing up! They don't know! They don't know! Project Hail Mary is sending them home.
Boast was talking as well about keeping the vibes up, and it looks like he's been able to do that here, but into the first full gun round between the teams, this would be the difference maker. Early util on the Enterprise side, and actually Crashies
dies to the C's nade as well.
With the nade, it's a double entry for the attack, but
That's tough. First full gun round, that happens.
How many times
That's
has
tough.
Fnatic faced down a resistance? Magnum, though, stepping in front of his utility.
You can see with the TP across, he is vulnerable from multiple angles.
Phantom tax.
And yeah, it's Alfia down to just 10 HP. See,
You
again,
Razor
what
to
Fnatic's
secure the round
approach
here
is
if you're
trying to work
Fnatic.
the map, and to talk about this comp change as well a little bit more, that role swap between Cloud and Crashies. I mean, it's crazy to even say, but Fnatic effectively ran the exact same comp the first 50 officials that they had on this map. So, sign of the times, maybe the deviation looking to try and get a result. But already here, it is Crashies that has been
Unlucky they
identified
guess wrong.
on A, but slipping under the radar
I
as
smoke that
Enterprise are looking
trip?
to flank back
No.
into the C site, which is now open.
Crashies going to be extremely late
30
on
seconds
being
left.
a joker card should he pivot into that. So Enterprise with a chance, but it is just a chance.
And it's Magnum trying to play first after breaking the trap. He's diligent on the clear, but caught by Alfia in transition. Second layer to this is Patatech. You start to wonder whether Enterprise are looking for something more scorched earth here than a round result, because it's only Alluri left now. Alfia again handling that flank with ease, and he'll make it 3 before the round concludes. Even on
I mean, that
10
one was
HP,
basically
still
over
good
from the
for
very first second.
the top performer, the best of a bad bunch perhaps for them so far this stage, but exactly the guy that you want on form.
They got a little unlucky with the
Rifle
ding.
rounds, majority in Fnatic's favour.
C's landed there.
Yeah. Nicely done.
Enemy.
Go for
That's
the
the
A
thing
fight.
for
Get
Fnatic
punished
so far.
hard.
Nice, boys. They don't know! They don't know! Project Hail Mary is sending them home.
What is he singing? I don't know. Is it Project Hail Mary is sending them home?
I don't know. But the point I was going to make is that Fnatic need to keep it simple, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Bro, that is not Ryland Grace.
Please stop.
Project Hail Mary, is that what they are?
Well, let's see. It could be
Oh, they're just trying to run a version of the liquid
one.
one.
As Enterprise getting aggressive on C. Flash into the next map, into the next universe, perhaps, as Boaster gets another 2K. And yeah, look, Fnatic playing together as a unit, I think this is something that we really wanted to see coming out of the last series. Then again, there weren't really any issues with their attack at the start of Summit. And the longer this one goes on, the more they're under the microscope in my eyes.
Oh, Patatech managing to catch Alpha off guard, but
Imagine.
realistically, you've got Sheriff beaten and Outlaw. So Magnum, he's not got much chance here. And in towards post. Well done by Fnatic so far.
Okay, I mean, this is the thing, right? Like, Fnatic on this map, I don't think they're going to be panicking at all.
Back as they take the lead now for the first time on Lotus, Enterprise's map pick, but of course, a favourite of theirs in the past. It is going to be a bit of a Hail Mary, Cairo, because they're without champs points, something that they've enjoyed throughout the years, often stage 1 winners in EMEA. It's 7 wins in a row if you want to get to the grand final for the automatic qualification spot. So
They don't know! They don't know! Project Hail Mary is sending them home. Wait.
okay, I think the message has been received.
How many in a row?
I don't know, man. Look, if it keeps them going, then he can do it as much as he wants.
Okay, the Alpha Op.
Ops are out in
It's
this
a
round, though.
lineup.
It's a big exchange on 8.
Lime not getting his chance. Flexible player in his time.
shot.
Alpha yeah does not miss there.
Well, they keep losing these
Brilliant
first
shot,
duels.
and
Well,
Lime gone as well.
they're losing the
Alpha,
second
yeah,
duels too.
a player known for his rifling brings out the operator.
Hold on, maybe they're back.
I think many will remember his chamber performance in Toronto for some of the flicks that he showed with a scope weapon there.
True. The KG clip with
Yeah,
the Marshall.
and I think that's another thing to mention as well. The reason why this change-up feels so big to me, at least, is he was always one of the best anchor players in the world.
Pretty sure they'll read this.
Not
They
just
know the sky is
rifling,
here
but
now.
Yeah, the Killjoy in particular on this map, something beloved
Probably think the
of
Vice
his.
is here too.
And on this
Yeah,
C
they're gonna
site,
take the
where
spike,
Fnatic are getting interested.
There is still danger there,
Enterprise
because
have
Kazi
collected some
if Kazi gets a kill in the
information
Nults.
on Crashy, sorry. As he does crack
Unless they
open the
do the
site
classic
with the wall break.
Fnatic NB.
Yeah, now it's the crack over open a couple of skulls.
I don't need
Alluri,
to win that.
the other player here. Kazi on the other side doing well. Managing to get back into this game, and Alpha not given the chance. Showstopper good, and that spike's still on the ground. Kazi still
Fucking
kicks it
hell,
like
he's done
before
well.
he goes to the rocket.
Thing is, he's got Seekers here.
Makes this a 1 versus 1. Alluri with Seekers and a flash to come back in if he wants to try and overwhelm Kayak, and that's exactly what he goes for. Kayak looking for an early fight.
Yeah, but only takes away the Seeker, so
the way
information
Kayak
gone.
played that.
Alluri needs to make sure he doesn't get caught off guard.
Really well
And
played by Kayak in the
unfortunately, he
1v1.
will. Kayak
Go early,
showing the
destroy
form
that
we
Seeker,
expect
maybe
of
even
him,
kill him before the
gets that
Seeker gets
operator
there.
back to Alpha, yeah.
Yeah, just another one of those
I
players.
think
on the
he
Fnatic side, which we
misplayed the
know
Seeker a little bit
can
when he's
be so
planting.
impactful
I
on
think you
their
want to
deck, but
get
we've
there,
just
then
not seen
Seeker,
it so far this
and
stage.
make him like pick a spot
It was
and then go
Alpha's
from there.
round to start things off. Lovely double opener from the operator. And into these clutch situations is where
You know he has to
Kayak
plan,
was
like he doesn't have
often
time to
delivering
like,
for
sit
them
there
in
and
the
not
past,
fight you.
so
I mean, Kazi
see
did
him
insane
contribute
again there,
a
but
little more.
I think the thing for Enterprise is, for me, they need to get Kazi into more of these duels. They need to get him into positions where he can threaten. Because we've seen it there. Anchoring did
yeah,
so
man.
well.
I mean,
Nice shots.
He's
but
done it again.
I was just
I mean, it's
taking
only
names
sheriffs
here
at
on
the
A.
end of the day.
Wait, was that through a smoke, the second one as
This is
well?
what I wanted Sluggy to be when we were playing the
We'll have to
Flapjack
go back
game, but
and
he
take
just
a look
fucking
at it,
keep
but
being back every
Fnatic-
single time.
Maximum punishment on this round. Using the op and outlaw to great effect. These C finishes have been fairly straightforward for them in the last few rounds or so. Always an outlet.
Drop the spike.
As it's Magnum that they've consistently been hitting into.
I dropped the spike.
Now, time to prioritise ultimates. Cloud Game is
Spike
online
planted.
now as well, so Fnatic in a very scary position. Kazi making his long way round. 2 versus 5, so it should be just ulti farming for Fnatic.
Yeah, I mean, you say ulti farming, there's only one more that they can farm.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big talking point, especially for the next time
It's
out,
on the
which you
live,
don't feel
but,
is
I mean,
too far away here.
pro players
on the
just think they're gonna hit
Enterprise
every
side.
sheriff shot.
Kayak hunting him down. It's the nade that'll put the final
They don't,
nail in the
but they
coffin
think that
there,
they
and
will.
Crashies to wrap it all up neatly. Fnatic put everything in place and past those first couple of
So it
rounds.
is what it is.
They have not missed the mark.
They haven't, they have not, and I think we're in timeout territory for Enterprise. Time for an intervention from Coach Ito Pata, who some might remember from his time
Lev.
at Apex 23, confirmation it was through the smoke, and obviously from his time on Leviathan.
Yeah, interesting.
What did he do?
100 operator is shit so smooth.
Just ironing it
No,
all
it's
out.
not
and,
single then.
seems to be working for Alpha.
What happened with the Ito Pata? Something happened with him, no? Crash out on someone or something?
Have you played Map Tap? I think you would like it.
What the fuck is map tap? Oh, he looks so different. Holy. Tap a map. Thanks for that. Thanks for that knowledge. Wouldn't have guessed that, actually.
Right now, of course, there is still a lower bracket beneath them, but a chance to turn things around in the play-ins and an opportunity for us in this round to get a listen and hear what exactly is going on inside the server between the players. And we'll be getting that in just a moment.
Austin, you go take the seat.
Wait, I'll throw room back.
Okay,
Dogging B, can you break? Dogging B?
Yeah, I'll break.
I have to believe. They play for a front B then.
Dog B, Jake. That means no one towards B. I blind if they come in the reclass.
Yeah,
race C. I don't. They one way C. They one way. We cannot take C, boys. Oh, that's a problem. We cannot take C right now. Ah, shit.
I'm coming in.
Wait, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I
Go. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Yeah, walling up.
Vice is on A. Boys, just neon right. Let's move the guy away from C, okay?
You have it, yeah? I'm gonna walk across. There's probably gonna be a wall on me, but wait.
Okay, one behind mound and two on C still, boys.
I'm walking out. Yeah, there's a wall. I'm just gonna cross it.
Cloud, just don't race your other one. Oh, sorry.
Wall down. Yeah, wall down, yeah. We can double pick. Hold my stairs. I will in a second. Tag, wait.
Boys, we will end B. Pressure A and B. Pressure A and B.
Nice.
There's one more.
Wait, I'm going with you. Should be Vice, yeah.
I have timing.
Could be tree. I'm nading drop.
One tower. I have timing on B, boys.
No. We're gonna go.
Okay.
I have full stairs right now. Did he cross or no?
They can cross the backside now.
Okay, I'm gonna plan safe, okay? Hold my stairs. I'm planning safe. I have full stairs.
Playing for pit here, surely, no?
I'm gonna do falling clip. Listen, I'm gonna do falling clip.
How's that boombot missed?
I will nade B.
Temper is 1 HP, guys.
Guys, wait for my flash. One is main. Flash in 3. I'm only 3. Okay, I'll flash short, guys. Flashing 3, 2, 1. Pop. I'm halving it, guys. Yeah, I pick him, Kosi.
Last 1 HP, boys.
DP. Not sure, man.
Orb.
And a nice kill by Alluri. Finish
Okay.
things off with 3 on the boards, and Enterprise gets
We got a little
overall.
anti-strat there, Cole, I
Overall,
think,
as
when
much
the dog came
Well,
out
it's an
B.
instant
Not sure if
response
you
from
heard
the
it.
timeout, which is exactly what
Who was it who
Enterprise
said
would have
it?
been
Maybe
looking for,
Cloud?
and they don't
But one of them
concede the
said,
first
like,
one
that
this
means
time
there's no
around.
one,
Grimes operator.
no one aggro B.
Exactly what helped
Guessing that's a
set them
little
on the right
anti-strat when they
trajectory.
dog
Yeah,
B,
from
there's
the
no one
comms
behind.
perspective, I think on the Fnatic side, definitely felt very busy, very panicked at times, I think. Interesting to see how involved Cloud is in some of that mid-rounding as well. I think just a slight error.
Not pit. Yeah, I think that was probably the mistake. Because Crashies, instead of being the aggro player there, probably needs to
Fnatic
recognize
set back by a round, and now you're
that
starting
that
to
is kind of a win con.
they can keep building
That he kind of
this
ignored.
lead which they have on the attack. It's Alpha's up out early, but not given anything. TP's away.
Okay, push him back.
Yeah, operator. Still hanging around though. Spike not committed anywhere. Alpha here needs to be careful. He can't lose his position. And if Enterprise start to move forwards, they could have control of Spike. Not the case. Line now on the C line.
It's this operator again, which got Enterprise back on track, and with Lime making his long-awaited debut in the top flight of the VCT. It's looking to have impact here, and Fnatic shepherded into a corner of the map. The Spike still left behind under the watchful eye of Alpha, but no commitment yet made, and Enterprise have
Okay, this is
full
the first
control
time
of
they've
the
kind of won this A fight, and Fnatic now 45 seconds. We're now clearing A.
Yeah, with Alluri there too, right? Just ties this all together.
There's some util, but they don't even have a prowler.
And one
Actually
orb
going
of
to come back and
Seekers.
clear this for 30
Looks like
seconds.
They walk back in towards Causey and Patitech. The
Okay,
wall to
the
the
Omen
skies,
will
how many
help.
players are there?
Alluri should be the first responder to this.
They're aware of the ult.
committed to the ult to get himself out of dodge from rubble. Kozzy alerted to the push coming in, but it has to be Patitech here to get past Fnatic. Beat
you
them in
gotta
his
get
last
one, bro.
appearance against them, but couldn't do it this time. Shot down on the opening fight, and Enterprise here ready to flood back in, but thinned out is the herd one by one. Both are trading, but Kayak not too far behind to keep them stable here. Kozzy just another 1-for-1.
Just
and
got to get some kills here,
consistently
essentially.
trailing
Like,
after
there's
that
nothing you've
first
done particularly
engagement.
wrong, but you just got to
Lime in a
kill
1
someone.
versus 3, which he will not opt to entertain. And so Fnatic instantly reply.
Straight back into the mixer, but it's how weak that A side was. I mean, obviously there's a bit of a crunch coming through. Nice shot by Alpha, but with Boaster TP and deep, and Alpha here preferring the other
Apex
skin,
VL
swapping
points
out.
coming.
So 6-3,
That's Fabi.
Fnatic still in the lead, and at
Fabi
the
will
same time,
fucking
we've also got to consider
hit
that
the machine and all the work.
Lotus could find itself attacker-sided, few and far between the rounds on the defence because of that 3-site map, and how quickly the attack can move around it.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely a question of when we do get to the side swap, what's that interaction going to look like with the chamber? How aggressive are Fnatic being? How much info are they taking for themselves? Because right now, Enterprise certainly not afraid to show face. This Outlaw in the server again for Crashies, just to try and see if he can catch one of those overextensions as Enterprise make themselves known outside of C.
Yeah, but it's Crashy's operator who, I mean, or not even operator, it's Outlaw who's he's been consistently played.
Crashy's on an outlaw. The rare Crashy's outlaw.
Alluri dipping away, not wanting to give too much away, and Fnatic at every point in time at this point have punished aggression that
I mean, they're just getting fucking
Enterprise are trying to put
so
on
many first kills. So many first kills with scoped
Honestly,
weapons
they're just
as well.
keeping it really simple. Another note from all of the comms surrounding that disappointing result the other week was just that we need to start killing them, need to start shooting back, really. That was the call to action from Boaster, and individually this one already looking a bit better. So Alpha triggering the A-wall, but Magnum can't do anything to stop the scale.
Sat down a
Fnatic
little bit here.
in the perfect position to convert this one now.
I mean, Alluri is the rifle player.
30 seconds left.
If there is to be anybody to do something, I mean, Patitech only with a sheriff, but does have a blind.
One enemy remaining.
Rifle not connecting anything. Patitech was just a sheriff.
Well, Alpha Giga with first round, but
I think
since
at this point in time
kind
it's
of
all done.
taken off. Blackjack guarantee. Look, I mean, it was the funniest guarantee we've ever done,
one.
so you have to do it.
Again, not against the best of buys. It's an in-zone flawless, which Fnatic will put away. Keeping Enterprise honest more than anything else. And I think these last couple of rounds are going to be massively influential.
They're laughing. They're
as to where
smiling.
Lotus
It's not a good
concludes,
sign.
Cairo, because you've already mentioned attack versus defender side.
Yeah, I don't even think he meant to go out of the wall. Don't know if you saw him there. He
Seeing
went, oh,
the
fuck.
same kind of cohesion from them as we were in the first few rounds.
They don't know. Project Hail Mary is sending them on.
I think they're slowly starting to realise.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we stop showing that song? Oh my god, please.
They don't know, Cairo.
They don't know, and I mean, it feels like Enterprise don't know how to deal with Fnatic
They
at the
don't know
moment.
how to deal with that up.
It's Alpha years off, we're just letting them know.
Yeah, well, Boaster's managed to get by the wall on B, and Magnum
Seeker's
needs to be
gonna
careful
see.
because he's going to walk right in towards Boaster. Did have an idea,
Holy.
but not
I
quick
mean, this
enough to
skin is
react.
plus 10 aim, to be fair.
Got him.
Got the plus 10
And it is
aim
a 5
skin on.
versus 3 in the gun round. Alluri's trying to make a move of this. It's a mess instead. Crashies catches them flooding back out through the smoke. And the rest of Enterprise are disconnected. They're calling out for a hero, and often that comes in the form of Kozzy. He has the showstopper, but it's still a 2v4.
I've seen him bring it into winnable
Well,
positions
if he gets the
before.
next one, oh, Buster.
Manages to keep himself
Oh,
alive,
Cloud.
a little bit awkward on the face, and Alpha here brings him straight out into the observer screen. Patitech with the only rifle left and probably trying to save up here. That is the case. Only able to escape
Well,
with one. At this point in
honestly,
time,
considering they lost pistol, it's been a very
round
dominant
left,
half. I do
8 to
think
3.
I said it before. Don't come at me. I said it before. Picking this map pool into Fnatic might not be the
It's
best
absolutely
idea.
Crucial that Enterprise can bank on this one as well, because only 3 rounds a return on the defender's side. Their own map pick, important to reiterate. Yes, Fnatic have a history better than most here on Lotus. One which hasn't felt
Bro, just
all
put your
too
fucking
reliable
buys
in
back
recent
on it.
times.
You're getting absolutely fucked by Alpha every
They're
time.
good for it today on an occasion which shouldn't require any additional motivation after being dragged through the dirt by, you know, everyone. Had Max dumpster diving before the game began.
They don't know. They don't know. Project Hail Mary is sending them on.
Little less energy on that one.
Yeah, I think they're starting to get to the point now. I certainly am.
You are livid.
I'm not livid, I'm just like...
It's rent-free. It is rent-free.
How many times are we going to show it?
And so from this position, Fnatic
They
have done
show
very
every
well to
fucking
space
round.
out those ultimates which they had. Alfier on the tour de force and crashes with a pit if it gets to it. Still rocking the Outlaw, which again has consistently been a thorn in the side of Enterprise, and their active game plan, as you can see, 2 players in B main, 2 already pushed up on A, with Magnum trying to offer some relief on the C site.
Couple wild shots, and it's a stack of 4, or was a stack of 4, now 3, heading on towards A to take back the space given up by Enterprise at this point as they start
Big
to
man
build the
Soraya, thanks for the 24 months.
seconds.
Oh, you're fucking 8-3 up and a half, and now you think you're fucking back.
We are so back.
At the end of this game, I'll be singing, now they know, now they know, Fnatic are shit, and they're going
to
home.
take his head clean off.
That'll be what I'm
Fnatic
singing at the
actually
end.
just looking to sell further pressure on this right-hand side, turn it into a fake as the spike is making its way towards C.
Yeah, same time though, 2 players, I should say, towards B, so rotation shouldn't be too
Unfortunately,
far away.
this is going to be
should they
9-3,
need
and
them,
they
but
probably will
you're
win
really
this.
looking
But
at
whenever
Enterprise
Fnatic do
plays a
lose,
Unix.
it
We've
might not be
seen that
today.
on a retake.
I mean, it's just so far gone now at this point in time, though. Enterprise aren't going to be able to
Oh,
close
the
the gap
spike.
before the spike
Time.
goes in. It's getting
did a
very
fucking
close,
basketball.
but with Kozi offline, there's no chance to nade back through. Kayak at the double. And while Crashies will fall on the opposite side of the map, there's so much real estate for Fnatic to move into.
Yeah, I mean, you've got every corner to clear, loads of question marks to try and play into, and at this point in time, it should all be done. It is a 9-3 half for Fnatic to bounce back after that 13-0.
Yeah, answering a lot of...
Well, sometimes maybe they did hit rock bottom, and now they're back. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Maybe they are back. Alpha just absolutely... How many first kills did he get in that half? Yeah, look, they were fucking throwing the stuff about. Only 4. It felt like 10. I mean, he whiffed the first one. He did whiff the first one. Yeah, that was tough.
Oh.
It's tough.
It's the first real time I've been in this situation where I just feel like this feels tough. I believe in myself, but I think there's been some losses this year that have really hurt my self-belief. And so this year's been a lot about trying to gain it back and try and find ways to get myself into the game and get myself into being an impactful player. And so yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. If there's a place to like try and push it through, like it's the last dance, like it's your last run, then this is it. At the end of the day, we need to shoot.
At the end of the day, we need to shoot. Yeah, they go into Barcelona. Not Navi though. I wouldn't be putting Navi clips in there. They ain't going. They might. Why the fuck? Why? You've got fucking Giants Cloud, and not a FUT player in there. 1, Giants ain't even making it. 2, Cloud's not even on that fucking team anymore. Who made that? Turkey isn't making part. Fuck, Giants are making fucking partner. I'll tell you that for
Easy
sure.
time with it. And if you want to have an easy time in Barcelona, make sure to get your tickets down.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
I like that. By the sea, of course. So yeah, plenty of chances to relax and unwind, I imagine. You looked a little confused there. You weren't sure where Barcelona was.
No, I was wondering where you were going with that. I know exactly where
sun,
Barcelona is. I was there a couple of weeks ago.
Sand and Valorant. Scouting it out, were you?
No, I was at a wedding.
Oh.
Not mine, obviously.
Very nice. Had to add the obviously in there. A bit toxic again. But there we go. Opening kill. And so it's off to a better start here. But Kayak instant trade through the smoke.
Oh dear.
And that is Alpha.
Everyone's just taking
Something
Pansy's
we're gonna be
lead of
talking
just
about
not
a
taking
lot,
these
I think,
games
on
that
this defender
seriously.
side is how exactly the chamber factors into their plans.
Typically we see
Okay,
that chamber
4v4.
playing
Cause he's
towards
dead,
C, you
that's
can
not
see
great.
back. I
But
remember it was the Petty Buffon, me and you.
I'm
both
always
seen
a
it before,
duelist
there's
player.
Callback.
Yeah.
As right now, Fnatic are clearing out A.
Link and
the
his
reclear
boys,
A.
of
They
course.
don't actually have their Vice Wall here to stop the
But
flank.
yeah, a long way away. And looking at it here, I mean, Enterprise have the C site at their complete disposal, and it's situations like this where you want to see them take a little bit of extra ground, use that opportunity to set up a post plant, and with the flash,
They had
being
no
heard by
idea.
Boaster in
I mean,
CT, should have a rough idea of how this one looks.
he's trying to play like a fucking one-man army, but the problem is they've already pushed this and seen absolutely fucking no one, and now they're going to swing this and see absolutely no one. Surely they are going to figure this out a little bit.
Actually finds all the information through main, that main stack of players as Enterprise wait for any fight to come to that main stack, which still hasn't come. Finally, attention back towards main as Fnatic find themselves space in towards water. Over the top, and Alluri caught out. Magnum trying to come round the other side, but this has been a disaster of a pistol round for Enterprise. Fnatic getting double digits after this pistol.
Yeah,
Sometimes you just got to shoot them.
Fairly quick to identify the flank was coming in from Alluri there, but the reaction
oh no,
all over the place. Yeah, and so Fnatic capitalizing on the opportunity. And I think the difference here that you're seeing, really, is that not only is it coming together strategically, but the individuals are showing up as well. And I guess at this stage in the game, mental is almost out of the question. A pretty stoic look on some of these players as they don't know the task at hand. I'm hoping that the next time we show that, you will sing along at home, because if you don't know the words by now,
well, they forced.
Well, you probably got the stream on mute.
Yeah, well, I mean, Fnatic have.
Hold on, people are learning. People are learning.
I was really worried you were going to say, I hope you are going to sing along, Cairo, but I'm glad that you didn't say that.
Yeah, we can if you want.
No, please don't.
Cairo karaoke?
No.
Sleep.
Cairo K. It's a force buy here from Enterprise, actually. But I mean, they've been ground down to dust pretty quickly.
Hardly a force buy. I mean, yeah, they've forced into it, but they've got 2 stingers.
Hardly a force.
Yeah, but like
force.
Yeah, but the point I was trying to make is that it's no big weapons at the back of this.
Sure.
It's been mostly sheriffs and stingers.
Is that not
You're
what
scared about the fucking outlaw?
No, sheriffs and stingers, no.
Anyway, Fnatic into a retake, 4 versus 2, and as you say, there is a weapon advantage here for them. And again, Enterprise don't have too much space for themselves.
Enterprise have tried to fight
Both
into
hit by
Crashes is already on this flank. And yeah, Enterprise haven't even considered it. The rest are now coming in to get rid of Causey.
Well, that's tough.
And just when you thought this was going to be the rude awakening for VCT.
Yeah, don't be too scared about an outlaw, bro.
Back on this 4th and
Don't be
final
too scared of an
series.
outlaw. Buy fucking lights.
Enterprise, imagine them being one of the teams to actually lose first to a VCT team.
Well, not just lose, but
Force
get
again?
blown
Obviously
out of the
force
water in
again.
this kind of fashion, right? I think the start of the Frankfurt game definitely had shades of a similar result. It took them, you know, a map or so to get climatized to the stage, but you don't expect that from this Enterprise team. Some household names in there for those that have followed the scene long enough. Patatech, Magnum.
Does everyone love full
You're
armor?
looking at the stage 2 winner from last year.
Because whenever you die to an outlaw
You know,
once,
kickoff
you
champ
think,
a
oh
couple years
shit.
before. There are titles behind this roster.
It's like why no one ever buys a fucking judge.
And so
Because they remember the 3 times that
rifles in
they
there,
fucking
upgraded pistols, whatever
didn't
they
get
can
a kill
cobble
that they
together.
think that
This
they
is to
should,
stop
rather than the
Fnatic from
20 times it
getting
did.
map point on their opponent's pick.
That's the thing. When you try to kill someone with like a judge, and it fails, you think it's the gun's fault. When you try and get a kill with a vandal, and you don't, you think it's your fault.
Alpha does still have his TP, and I imagine that's going to be used very quickly. It is, and no connection at all. But a response from Fnatic in the fact that Crashes has been brought across.
Yeah, just fortifying the C site Orb drops and Alfie's playing up close. It's a half check from Line, but he does eventually cotton onto it. Crashy's playing in behind here, but only good for one. So Enterprise doubling up. Man advantage available for them, but Boaster interrupting
What are we
things.
doing?
Line
The spike's still fucking
CT,
miles
and the
away.
spike yet to arrive as the rotation is called.
Yeah, it's a 3-on-3, and whoa, that's Spike pivoting back to B now.
Magnum the outlet, he was detached playing from A at the start of the round in this 2-2-1. So as it does get planted in, Boaster thinking still about path to
So should be aware that someone could be on C. I'm surprised that Patty didn't go spawn.
As he walks back in, he's
I think we're just going to lose every fight anyway, probably.
Catching Magnum on the overextension instead. It's 1v1s all across the map, and Enterprise starting to win some of these duels now. Util dropped into the feet of Allura, who's trying to play from spot, but Kayak gets another, and Boaster has a grip on the waterfall push. The fuses
Can't win a
lit,
fight,
and
man.
Fnatic
They
have
can't win a
fire
fight.
underneath them, fighting their way back into this one. And in the opening map, a dominant start.
Very well played. Fnatic have shown exactly what they needed to. They needed a home ground. They needed a Lotus. They needed to show exactly what we expect of
This
them
fucking Enterprise
heading
pick.
into this play-ins and potentially playoffs run.
And I think that's crazy too, where we just assess the veto for a moment as well, that Fnatic have been given these 3 maps. When you look at it, yeah, we're talking about the past.
Now a
and
dinner
what they've
order
been known
timeout?
for, but
Holy
it is
fuck.
still
Now you dinner order? Brother. Enterprise are playing pretty ass, I would say, but Fnatic have been good. But they've just got away with winning a ton of fights that they probably shouldn't win all of them. Was that Shadow as well? Is their assistant Shadow?
It's just a different caliber when you get to.
I was hoping for a good map here,
Fnatic,
because I'm
4
going to
out
have
of
to.
5 players that was in that grand final.
Oh, there's no point in watching like 4 rounds of a map or something.
Actually moved to a
Yeah, I'm going to have to
system
end the stream
that's
after
trying
this.
to accommodate Cloud.
I was
It's
hoping
trying
for a
to
good
get
map, and
Kayak
this is
into the best position, and it seems
what I
to be
got.
working. When Kayak is
And
19
DK is
and
both from?
6, you know that it's a good
He's from the
day.
south, isn't he?
I mean,
he must
that's
be.
been one of the biggest issues.
Sounds
is
posh.
Fnatic not finding these entries. We'll see if that can continue here and now.
And again, statistically, Kayak was one of the lowest performers.
Where am I
for
going?
Someone who
I'm going to play
hauled home
football.
4 different individual accolades at the end of last year in EMEA. Most notably, Player of the Year, of course.
They'll be back for Americas.
And looking at it here, just one more round to close it out.
We'll see.
Enterprise already
Can I be bothered to
starting
watch 100 Thieves
take
Cloud
some
9?
space as they
Can I be bothered to
envelop
watch
B-main. Warning shots sent
someone
their way. It's Alpha out on an island.
slowly
TP
crush a
here.
puppy?
Breaks the dog and still hangs around. Alluri's got to fight to take this space off him. It's the player moving in through doors, which eventually gets him off the line.
Slime now, though. In towards B main with Spike, and needs to be careful he doesn't give
Spike is
anything
blessed.
away.
That's the
huge
fucking
from
spike. Why is my
Kayak.
neon
Thinks there's gonna be
have
more
the
there, but
spike
there's not.
alone
No one
B
actually
main?
near this part of the map.
Was that part of the
And a huge
timeout?
miss. Magnum now doesn't
They
manage
wanna
to get
fight,
caught
hold on.
off guard, but has taken a boatload of damage.
Yeah, standing up and being counted on the Enterprise side for once, and you can see quickly trying to shift this into a C execution with the Seekers heading in that direction, but Fnatic are prepared for this. They've got bodies in the way, and there's only 16 seconds left.
Mafia could do so much. Does give himself away with the fire of his rifle, but
Time running
Star gets 2 massive kills. Alluri, though, opens up an avenue to get that Spike down. Magnum had to protect and can. Spike might go in, but Fnatic
Well,
will
that
take the
was
map.
a shit
An
map of that one.
unbelievable start.
Terrible map. Talk now. Hello. Can't be saying talk now after your team just won 13-3. Talk when your team's shit. Everyone, I mean, Baitia was still on board, I think. But everyone else. Yeah, picking Lotus probably wasn't. I was still here.
A case of swapping around Cloud and Crashies?
I think it's also a mindset thing. I think obviously it wasn't working before, and so we just made a new project, Project Hail Mary, and we're just kind of running with it. Yes, it involves some role swaps and putting people on agents that they like and stuff, but also I think it's a case of like, it's a fresh start, clean slate. It's like kickoff, and we just got to make the run. So we just wanted to get the first win so we could start the run.
Well,
haven't won yet, son.
At home, how does it go?
Oh, they don't know. They don't know. Project Hail Mary is sending
I only
them
leave
out.
FNC when Buster retires and Alpha leaves at the same time.
What could happen? Could happen at the end of this one. Okay. I'm going to go play football. You're going to go and probably watch Fnatic dominate map 2 as well, judging by the look of that. I might be back for Americas. Go wherever you wish.